Like 12, Joe Show time. Let's rock and roll, folks.
Say, look at JoJo.
Good morning to you, Danville and Boyle County. It's time for the Joe Show on 103.9 FM, WHIR Danville. Howdy, folks. Tuesday, the 16th day of December, and today is Boston Tea Party Day. This date is the anniversary of the Boston Tea Party. On a cold winter night in 1773, a group of Massachusetts colonists known as the Sons of Liberty disguised themselves as Mohawk Native Americans and dumped 342 crates of tea into the Boston Harbor. They did this in protest of the Tea Act, which the British Parliament had put in place to protect the struggling East India Company. The result was a virtual monopoly on the American tea trade, though the anger wasn't about tea exactly. It was about the fact that taxes on other commodities like paper, paint, oil, and glass had been lifted, but the tax on tea remained. It was a snarky reminder about the king's control over his distant subjects. In response to the Midnight Raid, Parliament passed the Coercive Acts, which became known as the Intolerable Acts. This solidified the revolutionary movement in Boston, essentially. It was on this date in 1773 the Boston Tea Party happened, and that's what's gone on this date in history and the day that we look at today. 859-238-9447 is the phone number to call in this morning. 238-WHIR. We start you off this morning playing the national anthem. It's brought to you by Bob Allen Motor Mall and the Hometown Radio Network, and here it is.
The Bob Allen Motor Mall and Hometown Radio Network proudly honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Bob Allen Motor Mall, Hometown Radio Network, teaming up every morning to honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Phone number to call in this morning is 859-238-9447. That's 238-WHIR as we do birthdays and anniversaries this morning right here on the radio. 859-238-9447. It's a Tuesday, the 16th day of December. Let's celebrate December the 16th birthdays. Here we go. Starting off with Barbara Halchin, who has a birthday today. Happy birthday today to Barbie Halchin. Tim Roberts having a birthday today, 65 years old for brother Tim Roberts. Ashley Muncie, 33 years old today. Emma Moon celebrates a birthday, and Debbie Reitmeyer Hassing celebrates a birthday today as well. Again, Barb Halchin, Tim Roberts, Ashley Muncie, Emma Moon, and Debbie Reitmeyer Hassing. 859-238-WHIR. That's the number to call in. Get your birthdays and your anniversaries right here on The Joe Show on this Tuesday, December the 16th morning. It's a Tuesday. It is the 16th of December, typical Tuesday morning show. We have lined up for you. First guest comes on here this morning. That'll be at 7:20. No, it is 7:10. Get it right here. Danville boys basketball coach Tristan Ford joins the show. We were at Danville last night, saw Madison Southern beat the Admirals yesterday, but some bright spots certainly for Danville as well. We'll talk with Coach Ford about that this morning at 7:10. 7:40, hoping Casey Bird's feeling better this morning. It's Garrett County Extension Office week. Casey was under the weather yesterday, and hoping she feels better today for our early morning call-in segment. That'll be at 7:40. 8 o'clock in the morning, 8:10, we've got Colleen, Boyle County Public Library, joining the show. We'll see what's going on with Colleen this morning at 8:10. 8:20, Rambleisms, the thoughts of Randy Graham and Randy Graham's thoughts, Tuesdays and Thursdays right here on the Joe Show at this time. 8:40, James the Gardener's on here, Gardening with James. We'll see what's going on in the garden with James. No Dusty this morning. He texted yesterday, said unless there is some sort of NTI day, he would not be in because he's got his big boy job today. But if it was an NTI day, he would come in because he'd have the kids with him or something like that. So Boyle Schools, we need you to have an NTI day today. We got to have Dusty in here because today was the planned day. We were sampling the Reese Oreos that were brought in to us last week. So we'll figure out what to do. Maybe me and James will score them, and then we'll have Dusty score them on Friday when he comes in. I don't know. We'll figure that one out later on this morning. We do know that at 9:35, Stith Funeral Home joins the show. We'll see what's going on with Ann Yeager and Mary Stith Hamlin and the staff at Stith Funeral Home at 9:35 this morning. We are a week away today from their candlelight vigil they do at Stith Funeral Home, the wreath lighting ceremony at the Danville and Junction City location. So I'm sure we'll talk quite a bit about that this morning with our Tuesday with Stith segment. That's the rundown of today's show. We are happy to have you aboard on this Tuesday morning, the 16th day of the month of December. 859-238-9447 as we see what's going on this morning with early morning sports. Come back and take a look at celebrity birthdays. It's 6:22 already in the morning. We're running behind a little bit here. Let's get this show back on the road. Sports comes your way next.
To you.
The Steelers eliminate the Dolphins. The Braves bring back a shortstop. And the NBA Cup Final is tonight. Those are the headlines on this Tuesday morning. I'm Joe Mathis, guiding you through these Tuesday morning sports. Starting off in the National Football League, where the Pittsburgh Steelers remain on top of the AFC North on a cold Monday night in Pittsburgh. Good gosh. The Steelers, who are 8-6, defeated the Miami Dolphins, who are now 6-8, 28-15. The Dolphins scored the game's first points on a field goal in what was a defensive battle for most of the first half. The Steelers put together a 12-play, 60-yard touchdown drive at the end of the second period, which was part of 28 unanswered points between three quarters. It was Pittsburgh's second straight win. The Dolphins' loss snapped their four-game winning streak, and they're now mathematically eliminated from playoff contention. In Major League Baseball, Ha-Seong Kim and the Atlanta Braves each got what they wanted. Kim received an extra $4 million after turning down his 2026 player option, and the Braves get Kim back to play shortstop. Kim and the Braves agreed on a one-year, $20 million contract yesterday, reuniting after Kim played well enough in a one-month audition in Atlanta that he felt confident enough to opt out of a $16 million guarantee. The Braves clearly wanted to retain him, even if they got just a 24-game glance at Kim in September, a period in which he hit 5 home runs and offered the promise of production at shortstop that's been missing since Dansby Swanson signed with the Cubs after the 2022 season. Kim, who's 30, was a versatile and valuable infielder for the Padres, notching a career high in home runs and wins above replacement and on-base percentage in 2023, but a shoulder injury dampened his outlook for free agency a year ago, and the Tampa Bay Rays signed him to a one-year deal with a player option. But Kim managed just to play 24 games for the Rays, and after they placed him on waivers, wary of being on the hook for $16 million in 2026, the Braves pounced. His reacquisition continues a busy winter for the Braves, who signed all-star reliever Robert Suarez and re-upped closer Raisel Iglesias and added outfielder Mike Yastrzemski to a 2-year, $23 million deal. And in the NBA Cup Final is tonight. The question is, will Victor Wembanyama play? The Spurs shocked the basketball world when they took down the Thunder in the NBA Cup semifinals. Now they're just one win away from earning the NBA Cup title and an additional $530,000 each. Of course, that's easier said than done, and their opponent in the championship game, the New York Knicks, are no pushover. The Spurs know they can't take it easy against the Knicks. They'll have to pull out all the stops once again in order to emerge victorious. But could that actually mean keeping their best player out of the starting lineup? Spurs center Victor Wembanyama played limited minutes during the semifinal win on Thursday over the Thunder. Now head coach Mitch Johnson has expressed that the team is considering employing a similar strategy in the NBA Cup Final, with Victor Wembanyama potentially coming off the bench. Those are the headlines of this Tuesday morning. I'm Joe Mathis for the Hometown Radio Network.
This is Scott Bottoms, owner of Danville Office Equipment. We at DOE are proud to bring you the stories behind the Christmas music.
Francis Chick Powers,
with an inside story behind a Christmas song.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
That most beloved and stately Yuletide ballad was sung by Mr. Bing Crosby on the Decca record label. Both its words and music were written by Mr. Irving Berlin, one of America's greatest songwriters of the 20th century. It has been estimated that he wrote more than 1,200 songs, including God Bless America, Cheek to Cheek, Easter Parade, and There's No Business Like Show Business. The song itself contains only 54 words, 42 of them having just one syllable. Irving Berlin wrote White Christmas for the 1942 film musical Holiday Inn, starring Mr. Bing Crosby and Mr. Fred Astaire. It won an Academy Award for Best Original Song. It was on Halloween, October 31st, 1942, that White Christmas hit the #1 position on the national Billboard chart and stayed there for 11 consecutive weeks. It became the most requested song on Armed Forces Radio. White Christmas has earned the status of a Christmas classic. From the Christmas files of the musicalsoundreview.com, I'm Francis Chick Powers.
And may all your Christmases be white.
This is Scott Bottoms. We at DOE are proud to bring you the stories behind the Christmas music. All of us at Danville Office Equipment wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas and a healthy and Happy New Year. We offer a full line of office supplies, furniture, break room and janitorial supplies, along with copiers and printers for your office. DOE.
The staff at the Boyle County Health Department wish you a happy and healthy holiday season. The Boyle County Health Department staff hopes this season brings happiness and good cheer. Happy holidays from the Boyle County Health Department.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Hey there, old Rayleigh Jofus, coming your way courtesy of our friends at Danville Auto Body Shop. Top-of-the-line collision and auto body repair. Head to the mechanics over at Danville Auto Body Shop, 315 Delahaye. Get a free estimate, and they work with your insurance company, fixing water leaks, window motor repairs, hail damage, and paintless dent repair. Danville Auto Body Shop. Sunshine, a high today of 43, a low tonight of 35. We start off with sunshine, but clouds do increase as we head throughout the afternoon hours. Tomorrow, cloudy, gradually becoming sunny, a high of 48. Low tomorrow night, 37. Rain showers possible on Thursday, but 56 is the high. Temperatures drop down for Friday Friday. 34 is the high on Friday for the final day for most kids for this school year in terms of the fall semester is what they call that now. Fall semester with winter break coming up. Right now, 6:29 in the morning. It's 22 degrees. We do not have enough time to take a look at what's gone on this date in country music history, so let's settle instead for celebrity birthdays. Settling's not the right word. We're happy to do celebrity birthdays. I don't feel like we're settling for them. 62 years old today for Benjamin Bratt, who's an actor. Been on the shows Law and Order and Private Practice. Benjamin Bratt is 62 years old today. Happy 62nd birthday to him.
I'm so sorry I'm late, Hannah. My motorcycle broke down on the way over here. I had to drag it the last mile.
No problem. Why don't you partner up with Miss Wells here?
Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want. You know I got it, baby. If you give it to me,
hey,
I'll give it to you.
I'm Benjamin Bratt.
Benjamin Bratt, 62 years old today. So he played himself, I guess, in Loot because he said, my name is Benjamin Bratt, and that is his real name. 62 years old today. And the late author Jane Austen was born on this date, 1775. Pride and Prejudice, Sense and Sensibility, and Emma. 3 of her big-time books. Celebrity birthdays on this December 16th. We're looking at bottom hour K&N News coming your way next right here on The Joe Show. Here it is with the Kentucky News Network.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Ford is announcing a layoff of nearly 1,600 workers from the Glendale battery manufacturing plant. The facility is now turning their focus to advanced battery energy storage systems for data centers, utilities, and large industrial customers. Ford aims to have this online sometime within 18 months. Meantime, Ford will invest about $2 billion over the next 2 years in the Louisville assembly plant. A new midsize electric pickup truck will start being made in that factory in 2027. The Lexington Police Department looking for a man in connection with a weekend bank robbery. Here's John Shannon.
The incident was reported shortly after noon on Saturday at a Chase Bank branch on Alashiba Way. Authorities say the suspect walked into the branch dressed in a black hoodie and black pants before handing a teller a note demanding cash. He then took off on foot, according to investigators. Anyone with information on the incident is asked to contact Lexington Police or Bluegrass Crime Stoppers. I'm John Shannon.
The superintendent at Fayette County Public Schools is up for a national award. Dr. Demetrius Liggins is one of the 4 finalists for the National Superintendent of the Year Award, presented by the School Superintendents Association. Dr. Liggins was named the Superintendent of the Year back in July. He's taking on 3 others from Maine, Maryland, and Texas. The finalists are judged on leadership, communication, professionalism, and involvement in the communities. The winner is announced February at a conference in Nashville, Tennessee. Another piece into the Kentucky Wildcats' next coaching staff has been filled. Head coach Will Stein has named former LSU offensive coordinator Joe Sloan in the same role. Sloan is the first officially announced member of the new coaching staff. He worked with Heisman winner Jaden Daniels as the quarterback's coach back in 2022. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Money is tight this holiday season, and the Big Deals online store is here to stretch your dollars farther with special big deals for Christmas. Today's special big deal is for dining. The Fairways Restaurant in Danville is half price today. $15 gift certificates are just $7.50. Today only, this special Christmas big deal is in limited supply. Shop now and order online at hometownlive.net. That's hometownlive.net. Big deals for Christmas.
This is Boyle County Judge Executive Trilly Bottom. The holidays bring joy, celebration, and connection, but for many they also bring stress, loneliness, and moments that feel overwhelming. You don't have to face it alone. If you or someone you love is struggling with a mental health crisis, the Boyle County Crisis Response Team is here, ready to respond with compassion, care, and hope. This holiday, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and know that help is always just a phone call away. For mental health emergencies, dial 911. Your mental health matters. Happy holidays from your Boyle County EMS.
Hello, this is Raymond from Good Neighbor Pharmacy. The staff and I believe the holiday season is the perfect time to send warm wishes for the best that life offers and to say thanks for your friendship and goodwill. The holiday's best from Good Neighbor Pharmacy.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
Another day, another scam. This one with connections to Boyle County. Boyle jailer Brian Wooford says scammers are calling the families of inmates currently incarcerated at the Boyle County Jail. He said that the callers are falsely saying the jail has started a program that allows the inmates to be released on an ankle monitor so they can go home for the holidays. The way to make this happen, the scammers say, is to pay thousands of dollars, which has to be paid through cash apps or prepaid cards. Wooford says the Boyle County Detention Center does not have a holiday release program and also does not accept cash apps or prepaid cards for any bills associated with a jail. If you receive a call requesting money for this fake program, hang up and call the Boyle County Sheriff's Office. Danville Boyle County tourism has been busy. At the most recent Boyle County Fiscal Court meeting, tourism officials announced several initiatives they hope will help strengthen Boyle County's tourism presence. The Advocate Messenger reports one of those new initiatives is a spring passport program expected to launch in April that will highlight 19 attractions across the county. They hope will encourage residents and visitors to stop at places in Boyle County. Those who complete the passport will earn a small gift. County says they are also preparing for an out-of-town state media tour in partnership with the Department of Tourism. That will include up to 9 writers and digital creators visiting Boyle County, highlighting the area's food scene, historical sites, and attractions. The Harrisburg City Commission will make their decision on the future of the Lions Park Community Center and the former Harrisburg Police Department headquarters next year. The Harrisburg Herald reports that the demolition of the former police department headquarters seems to be more than likely. Commissioners, however, did discuss what the future of the Lions Park building on Factory Street may be. 2 months ago, Harrisburg City Commission voted to sell the property at Lions Park and proceed with demolition and removal of it. Then in November, they clarified they had also received estimates to repair the facility. Those repairs, according to numbers, would be pricey. The Herald says that estimates show the outlay for the HVAC at $115,000 and the roof more than $175,000. That also does not include electrical and cleaning costs for the facility. The Herald says to cover the cost of all that, the city would have to raise the rental rate for the Lions Park building from $325 a day to more than $1,000 a day. Many commissioners agreed that selling the property would be the best option, though the discussion was tabled until the next meeting. I'm Joe Mathis.
The Bread of Life Cafe in Casey County, Highway 127, proudly serves several all-you-can-eat buffets. Start out with the lunch buffet, $13.99. Thursday, after 4, seniors 55 and older can experience the buffet for $9.99. Friday after 4, swimming for the seafood buffet, $19.99. Saturday morning breakfast buffet, 7 till 10:30, $10.99. And Saturday after 4, make your way to the evening buffet for $14.99. Feed your tummy and your soul with a visit to the Bread of Life Cafe, 5 miles south of Liberty on Highway 127. Open till 8, Monday through Thursday night, Friday and Saturday till 9.
During this Christmas, it's the time of the season of peace and goodwill. It's a pleasure for me, Sheriff Taylor Bottom, to express my appreciation for good friends like you. In the spirit of this season, I wish you every happiness this Christmas and in the upcoming New Year. God bless and be safe.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
All right, Rayleigh Joe, thanks for that. Brought to you by our friends hanging out over at Morning Point in Danville, offering a state-of-the-art assisted living community, giving residents a better quality of life. Get info on Facebook at Morning Point of Danville. Increasing clouds, a high today of 43 and a low tonight of 35. Tomorrow, cloudy, gradually becoming sunny. A high of 48 tomorrow. Low tomorrow night 37. Rain showers likely Thursday. High of 56. Snow showers Thursday night as temperatures drop down to 22. And Friday mostly sunny. A high of 34. Saturday sunny and 53 is the high. It's 6:37 in the morning. 23 degrees. Wind chill is at 14 here in Danville. What's going on with Larry Vaught and Vaught's Views for you today? Hello, Larry.
Vaught's Views on University of Kentucky Sports is on the air. Featuring 7-time Kentucky Sports Writer of the Year, Larry Vaught.
UK Radio Network football analyst Jeff McCorrell was the UK football coach. He knows what 2 players will be his priority for retaining on the 2026 roster. Obviously, quarterback Cutter Bowley is one of those players. McCorrell calls Bowley the future of the program, who teammates love in part because he does not get rattled under pressure. McCorrell also thinks Bowley is a tough guy because of the way he can take a hit and continue not only to play, but also make big plays for the Kentucky offense. The second player that McCorrell will want to make sure he keeps on the team is All-SEC safety Ty Bryant. Bryant, who has been a 3-year starter. He led the Kentucky defense with 76 tackles. He also led the team in interceptions with 4 and ranked among the Southeastern Conference leaders all season in interceptions. He's already played in 37 games in 3 years and made 22 starts to establish himself as a quarterback of the UK defense.
Vaught's Views will return in a moment.
Wildcat Chevrolet is ending the year with a huge blowout sale. Michael, tell me all about it.
This is Michael Oliver, and we invite you to celebrate big savings this holiday season on all vehicles on our lot. We've slashed prices now through the end of the year on our pre-owned vehicles with the best prices all around. And if you're interested in a new vehicle, our Red Tag event is huge. Check out our website or come by and see us today for all the details. Come get a great year-end deal. We appreciate your business.
People drive from far and near to get a great deal from Wildcat Chevrolet. Check out wildcatchevrolet.com, and Merry Christmas.
Jeff Pecoro also understands the value of homegrown talent on the Kentucky football team. Boley and Bryant are both Lexington High School products who grew up wanting to play football in Kentucky. They are the type of leaders that new coach Will Stein could use during this transition period. Kentucky fans have been waiting for a homegrown quarterback to emerge rather than leaning on the transfer portal for quarterbacks. Boley is clearly a fan favorite. Pecoro thinks Boley's play could really take a big jump with Will Stein's offensive tutoring.
Find more from Larry at yoursportsedge.com.
I like that. Larry Vaught, Vaught's Views, Mondays through Fridays right here on the Joe Show at this time. 9 days away from Christmas. Today, December the 16th.
Christmas time is right around the corner, which means opening gifts. But what if you're a crazy person who saves the wrapping paper after the gift has been opened? Introducing the Wrapping Paper Saver, a special kit that allows you to carefully open those gifts and fold it up and put it in a shoebox for next year. Just listen to what these Wrapping Paper Saver users are saying about this wonderful product.
I like to save the paper. I'm able to avoid going out in public. Crowds frighten me.
My children never call me anymore, and I don't trust our president.
The Wrapping Paper Saver. Save all your wrapping paper like an old crazy person today. Not available for people under 65 years old.
There you go, the Wrapping Paper Saver. Let's see what's going on in this morning's world of good. Are you tired of the gloom and doom that saturates your daily news? Well, of course you are, and I am right there with you. These stories remind us of the silver lining in the cloud over all of our heads. It's my way of sharing the good news with you, and hopefully you'll go do the same for somebody else. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up on the piano. It's Mr. Floyd Kramer. Well, good news action for you on this Tuesday morning, and here we go. Story number 1 coming from New York, where a New York City resident turned viral videos of his corgi riding in a backpack on the subway into a larger effort to promote pet adoption. He founded a dog backpack company and partnered with national animal welfare organizations to carry shelter dogs around the city to help them get adopted. The campaign has generated tens of millions of views and led to a significant increase in adoptions, with nearly every featured dog in his photos finding a home. Now, you can look at this by going to Instagram and looking on Cooked by Unicorn. Cooked by Unicorn, and there's a picture of him and the dogs in the backpack. Cooked by Unicorn on Instagram. Story number 2 coming from Missouri, where a U.S. Navy veteran in Missouri regained custody of his young daughter after receiving a tiny home through a nonprofit that provides housing for veterans. With stable housing and community support, he reunited with his daughter, and they upgraded into a family unit into the tiny home village. The veteran has now rebuilt his life, including becoming a licensed drug counselor. Awesome stuff. And story number 3 coming from Vermont, where Salvation Army staff in Vermont discovered an anonymously donated gold coin worth more than $4,000 hidden inside a dollar bill placed in a red kettle. The donation comes at a critical time as the local campaign works towards its goal of raising $55,000, which will be used for kids' music lessons and essential family support. Organizers say the anonymous donation isn't unprecedented, as they've received similar donations in recent years, and red kettle campaigns continue through the holiday season. We've got one here in the Boyle County, Mercer County, Garrett, Lincoln County area as well. Red kettles all over the place. So registertoring.com is that website where you can register to ring at the Salvation Army Red Kettle. An anonymous donor tosses gold coin worth over $4,000 into the Salvation Army bucket. A veteran gets custody of his daughter back thanks to a gift of a tiny home. And a man carries shelter dogs around New York City in his backpack to get them adopted. That's what's going on in this morning's world of absolute good, folks. Floyd Kramer, take us home, buddy. It's all yours. Selling us at Sunrise is coming up next right here on The Joe Show.
Former CIA officer Jason Hansen here. As someone who's dedicated my life to protecting people, I know the importance of guarding what matters most. Right now, with global instability and the dollar's declining value, that means securing your financial assets with gold. For me, I trust Advantage Gold with my own investments. Give them a call at 800-900-8000 for a 100% free gold guide. Again, call Advantage Gold now at 800-900-8000 today.
Paid for by Advantage Gold. Performance may vary. Past performance is not indicated for future results. Always consult your financial and tax professional.
Businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, U.S. Tax Shield can help you take back control. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Our team of tax attorneys can stop collections and get you protected. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the BBB, so call 800-466-9625. U.S. Tax Shield, 800-466-9625.
NASCAR settles the lawsuit and the trial is over. But did it really need to happen? I'm Mark Darrow, and this is PRN's Garage Pass.
In addition to traditional summer camp, Victory Junction also hosts family weekends, partner programs, and day camps. And the Victory Junction Outreach Program takes camp fun beyond our gates to children at hospitals and partner sites throughout North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Victory Junction makes the impossible accessible.
This is a place that needs to be here 50 years from now, 100 years from now. We are never going to run out of kids that can benefit from Victory Junction.
Discover how you can get involved at victoryjunction.org.
Whether your engine runs daily or only when you need it, Z-Max Micro Lubricant is the force you need against carbon buildup that can damage your engine. You don't want that. You want Z-Max Micro Lubricant. It soaks into metal and keeps your vehicle running at peak performance. Find out more at zmax.com or visit us on Facebook and Twitter. Protect your engine to the max with Z-Max.
I don't know about you, but I'm glad we can now put this NASCAR antitrust lawsuit in the rearview camera and put as much distance between it and the beginning of next season as we can. But right now, I'm also left with the feeling when you look at the settlement that was reached between the sanctioning body and the two plaintiffs, 2311 Racing and Front Row Motorsports, why in the world did it need to go this far? Why could this have not been negotiated quietly behind the scenes before lawyers put us on a crash course for a court case? The major sticking point all along was making the Cup Series charters permanent. There were some in NASCAR who would have gone along with that, but heavy hitters at the top of the organization were vehemently against it. NASCAR was unwilling as well to give teams income from several other sources and give them more of a say in big decisions that would affect them. Yet after the settlement was reached, the charters are now permanent, or in their terminology, evergreen. The teams get a piece of the pie from the international TV deal, a few extra dollars from any other outside sources, and a seat at the table when the sport's future could be affected. NASCAR will continue to govern the sport and make the rules, and that's a good thing, but there was no need to put that at risk by taking such a hard line. Financial information was revealed. All involved would have preferred not to be made public, and insulting emails from NASCAR executives would have remained secret conversations. Maybe this had to happen to reset the relationship, taking away a little bit of NASCAR's power, and for the first time making the teams more partners than adversaries. Maybe now everybody can get in the same boat and row in the same direction, and we can get back to talking about what's happening on the track, not off it. PRN's Garage Pass. Not narrow-minded, Garrow-minded.
Hi, I'm Brent Blevins, Public Health Director of the Boyle County Health Department with an important message. The American Cancer Society estimates that nearly 3,500 deaths per year in Kentucky can be attributed to lung cancer. Most people are aware that cigarette smoking may contribute to lung cancer, but are unaware of another serious lung cancer threat, radon. In fact, the Environmental Protection Agency states that prolonged exposure to elevated levels of radon gas is the second leading cause of lung cancer. Now, you may be asking yourself a few questions like, what is an elevated level of radon? Where does radon come from? Or, how can I tell if radon is in my home? Your Boyle County Health Department stands ready to answer your questions and help determine if your family may be at risk. Simply contact our environmental staff at 859-236-2053. The health of your family depends on it.
The 615 Collective is coming to the Boyle County Performing Arts Center. Rooted in the spirit of bands like Fleetwood Mac and Little Big Town, this 3-time Grammy-nominated All-American country band delivers a mix of original music, high-energy covers, and hit songs they've written for stars like George Strait and Luke Bryan. See the 615 Collective live, Friday, January 23rd at 7 p.m. Buy your tickets online now at thebcpac.com. That's thebcpac.com.
This is Mike Paris at Encompass Financial Advisor, sending you best wishes for a holiday season filled with happiness, and the hope and peace of this season will be with you always. This is Mike Paris at Encompass Financial Advisors.
Discover Danville's newest dining option, the Fairways Restaurant, now open to the public. Enjoy lunch Tuesday through Friday, Saturday brunch, and dinner Wednesday through Saturday, with prime rib night every Thursday. Our full menu features everything from burgers to steaks, plus daily specials. Offered in an elevated setting, the Fairways Restaurant provides an intimate and unique dining experience. Find the Fairways at the Danville Country Club, now available to anyone who makes a reservation. The Fairways Restaurant, where everyone's welcome.
This is State Representative Daniel Elliott, and I wanted to take this opportunity to thank you for the privilege of allowing me to serve you in Frankfort and to wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
This Joe Show Weather Report is brought to you by
Little Rayleigh Joe. Appreciate that. Brought to you by Morning Point in Danville, featuring The Lantern. They offer 2 levels of memory care for early and latter stages of Alzheimer's and dementia. Get info on Facebook at Morning Point with an E on the end of point, Morning Point of Danville. Increasing clouds, 43 and 35 is the high and low. Cloudy, then becoming sunny tomorrow, 48's the high. Thursday rain showers and a high of 56. 3/4 to an inch of rain possible on Thursday. Only reason that's not snow is because the temperature, again, is up in the mid-50s. It will become snow overnight into Friday. About a half an inch of snow possible, and a low Thursday night into Friday morning of 22. That appears to be the final day where snow becomes really a threat up until the Christmas holiday. Right now, 6:52. It's 23 degrees. Wind chill is at 13 right here in Danville. We're so happy you've joined us on this Tuesday morning. 859-238-WHIR, 238-9447. We'd love to have you right here on the radio. Starting you off on this segment with our dad joke of the day. 100% hilarious. So bad they're good. Warning, these may make you cringe. It's time for everyone's 6th favorite segment every morning on the Joe Show, the dad joke of the day. Let's do it.
Dad joke of the day.
All right, the dad joke of the day. What do you call James Bond while he takes a bath? What do you call James Bond while he's taking a bath? James Bond in the bath. What do you call that? 007. The dad joke of the day. Mondays through Fridays right here in the Joe Show at this time on WHIR.
Welcome to the planet of the apps. All right, here it is. YNAB, standing for You Need a Budget. We're smarter. And look, You can't track everything, your bank accounts and all that. I don't expect you to. But it's really good. Real-time syncing of bank accounts, tracking goals for saving and debt, spending, this payment, that payment, keeps everything organized for you like you wouldn't believe. Workshops on how to save better or spend better. Trust me, future you will thank present you for this one. Download it and see what you think. It's got great ratings. YNAB, you need a budget. Right here with Rick Dees and this molten magma every day. We call it the Planet of the Apps.
Yes, we do. Ricky Dees, the Planet of the Apps, Mondays through Fridays right here on The Joe Show at this time, leads us into this morning's Country Comic Spotlight, where in the spotlight this morning we have Johnny W. in the spotlight. Johnny W. And Johnny W. talking about how when he goes to do his stand-up comedy routines, he looks at the calendar and he tells his wife where he's going certain weeks and all that. And some of the trips, he says his wife likes to go with him on. Traveling with his wife. Life on the road with my wife, Johnny W. says. Here he is in the Country Comic Spotlight.
She likes getting to travel with me. That's kind of fun. We go cool places sometimes. She'll look at the calendar, though, you know. People always wonder, does your wife travel with you? She'll look at the calendar and she'll see some dates she likes. She'll be like, oh, where are you going? I go, going to Cancun. I got a corporate event for a big company. It's in Cancun next week. She goes, let's go. So she'll go with me. This week she was like, where are you headed? I go, Waukesha. She goes, I'll see you when you get back. So I'm just being serious. No, she didn't want to come. We do get to go places. Sometimes I'll bring her back like a souvenir from places. That's kind of cool to do, you know. Just tell her I'm thinking about her. Even if it's like an airport gift shop, just something. Hey, babe, I got you this. But sometimes I go places there's no souvenirs to be had. You don't know, you're in the middle of nowhere. I did a thing in Bog Springs, Arkansas last month. Yeah, whatever you just pictured when I said Bog Springs, Arkansas, that's it. You nailed it. It was the woods. I drove until the road became gravel and the gravel became dirt and I lost cell reception. I was like, Jesus, take the wheel. And I'm like, what do I bring her back from here? Bog Springs, I'm in the woods. Lyme disease, that's what I got her. So pray for us. But yeah, man, we go cool places. We go all over. I don't know. I feel like funny follows me, though. I go everywhere, you know. 48 states I've been in doing this dumb job for the last 15 years. I've been in 53 states. 48 of those I've been in, and so that's pretty cool. I just crossed off Iowa. Who's been to Iowa? Who's ever been? Y'all. Oh, my gosh. If you get a chance to go to Iowa, go ahead and skip it. Here's what I'm gonna say.
Johnny W. in the Country Comic Spotlight. Rick Dees in the Planet of the Amps. And the dad joke of the day. The dad joke of the day. Best jokes from last night's late night show. Starting off on NBC with Jimmy Fallon, where Jimmy takes a moment out of his show last night to remember Rob Reiner and his last appearance on The Tonight Show. Happened last night on NBC with Jimmy Fallon.
I remember the last time he was on our show, and he came out from the curtain, and I was so happy to see him that I hugged him. And then we didn't let go hugging all the way to the guest chair, and we didn't plan it. We were just doing a bit, and he knew I was doing a bit and just went along with it. He's one of the smartest and funniest people I've ever met. What a tremendous loss, and he leaves behind such a legacy. Thank you for all the great work on and off screen, and continuing to be an inspiration to me and millions of people around the world. In the end, I'm going to remember all of the laughs that you've given us.
Yeah, it's Jimmy Fallon last night on The Tonight Show. Jimmy also joking about President Donald Trump thinking of reclassifying marijuana as a less dangerous drug.
Meanwhile, I read that Trump is weighing an executive order that would reclassify marijuana as a less dangerous drug. Well, now that whole rant on sharks and snakes makes a little more sense. His staff told him that weed makes people eat too much, take naps, and watch TV for hours. Trump was like, oh, so it has no effect?
Jimmy Fallon joking about McDonald's pulling an AI-generated advertisement. I think this was in, like, Scotland or Switzerland or something like that. There's Jimmy Fallon joking about it.
And finally, McDonald's just pulled an AI-generated commercial after getting an extremely negative response from viewers. Yeah, McDonald's said that going forward, the only artificial thing they'll make is the food.
Seth Meyers last night on the Late Night Show with Seth Meyers on NBC joking about President Trump sharing a photo of his new West Wing.
President Trump posted photos on Truth Social over the weekend showing a new sign next to his so-called Presidential Walk of Fame that says the West Wing. We could have had a president, but instead we elected a suburban mom who puts words on the wall.
Seth Meyers also joking about robot vacuum company Roomba, which is going out of business or at least filing for bankruptcy. Seth Meyers on NBC's Late Night last night.
The maker of the robot vacuum Roomba said today that it has filed for bankruptcy. Apparently, the whole company got themselves into a corner and couldn't get out.
Sylvanus at Sunrise, Seth Meyers, Jimmy Fallon, Rick Dees, and Johnny W. in the Country Comic Spotlight at 6:58 in the morning. We're 60 seconds away from top hour news right here on The Joe Show on WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. 23 degrees with a 13-degree wind chill this morning here on The Joe Show. Cold one to start us off here on this Tuesday in Danville.
Don't be a dirty driver. You can shine on and drive on with a clean vehicle from the original Thoroughbred Car Wash in Danville on Perryville Road. The original Thoroughbred Car Wash has 6 self-service bays and 8 vacuums and a touchless automatic wash that washes, waxes, and blow dries for the spotless wash that you'll be proud of. Find the original Thoroughbred Car Wash in Danville on Perryville Road, just down from Big Lots. Open 7 days a week for your convenience.
What's new at your Danville Lee's Famous Recipe? Some money-saving daily specials. Get the 8-piece bonus box of dark meat with a large side of your choice for just $12.99. Try Lee's new delicious chicken sandwiches for just $3.99. And now available every day, you can take $1 off the filling and mouth-watering 3-piece chicken dinner, $1 off the regular price 7 days a week. Don't forget, Lee's is a master caterer. Let them take the hassle out of your next event. Call 859-236-8777 for the great taste of Danville Lee's Famous Recipe on South 4th Street.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 7 o'clock. NBC News Radio, I'm Scott Carr. Police in Los Angeles say the son of Hollywood director Rob Reiner is responsible for the deaths of his father and mother, Michelle. That, according to a statement released Monday, reports say Nick Reiner had become disruptive at a holiday party hours before he allegedly murdered his parents. Mark Mayfield has the update.
Sources tell KNBC TV that the 32-year-old made several people uncomfortable at a party hosted by comedian Conan O'Brien. Another source tells the station that Rob and Michelle Reiner were embarrassed by their son's behavior and were worried about his health. Nick Reiner is now being held without bail after he was arrested Sunday night on suspicion of murder. He has battled drug addiction, mental illness, and homelessness for over 15 years. Over the weekend, he allegedly killed his parents with a knife at their Brentwood home where he had been living. I'm Mark Mayfield.
As the governor of Illinois, J.B. Pritzker, blasts President Trump over his reaction to the murders of the Hollywood filmmaker and his wife, the governor questions why Trump would attack people whose families are suffering. Trump addressed the deaths in a social media post, saying they were reportedly due to the anger Reiner caused others through his, quote, massive, unyielding, and incurable affliction with a mind-crippling disease known as Trump derangement syndrome, he writes. Pritzker calls it another example of the terrible nature of our president.
I don't understand. I don't understand why the president has to do things like this. What is wrong with him?
Authorities in Rhode Island continue their search for the suspect responsible for a deadly shooting at Brown University. 2 students were killed, 9 wounded in the attack Saturday. Governor Daniel McKee says he's hopeful an arrest will be made soon. Leaders in Australia say they'll beef up the nation's gun laws after a mass shooting at a Hanukkah celebration that left at least 15 dead, dozens more injured. The country already has strict gun laws, but Prime Minister Anthony Albanese is proposing limiting the number of guns a person can own and a regular review of gun licenses. I'm Scott Carr.
A new exclusive offer with an eligible Bank of America Visa credit card is your opportunity to go from cardholder to ticket holder for the FIFA World Cup 2026. For a limited time, when you're approved for a new customized cash rewards or unlimited cash rewards Visa credit card, you're eligible for a chance to purchase FIFA World Cup 2026 tickets. Learn more today at bfa.com/cardfwc26. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be the official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America N.A. in partnership with Visa. Terms apply. All rights reserved.
CVS Health supports people in the moments that matter, from picking up a prescription to connecting care. With nearly 5 million daily interactions and serving 185 million consumers and 1.5 million healthcare professionals, CVS Health holds a trusted place in healthcare. By simplifying care and improving health, we're helping people get the care they need. Learn more at cvshealth.com/.
Boston art dealer Brian Walsh has been found guilty of murdering his wife. The father of three was convicted Monday of killing and dismembering Anna Walsh on New Year's Day 2023. Prosecutors said he tossed her remains in dumpsters. They've never been found. His attorneys had claimed that Walsh found his wife dead and then panicked. Google is ending a feature that lets users scan for personal information that may have been leaked onto the dark web. Tammy Trujillo has details.
The dark web report, which monitors for data breaches to see if info has been compromised, will end in February. Google says it's discontinuing the service because it doesn't provide the next steps about what to do if there's a risk of identity theft. I'm Tammy Trujillo.
Former President Biden's son, Hunter Biden, has been disbarred in the state of Connecticut. Jim Roop has that.
Disbarment comes after complaints regarding his convictions on gun and tax charges. Biden consented to being disbarred and admitted to attorney misconduct as part of an agreement, although he did not admit to doing anything wrong. He was pardoned by his father after he was found guilty last year on 3 felony counts related to his concealing of drug use to purchase and possess a firearm. Biden was also stripped of his law license in Washington, D.C. in May. I'm Jim Roop.
In NBA action, the Mavericks fell to the Jazz 140-133 in overtime from Salt Lake City. Cooper Flagg tied a franchise record for points scored by a rookie with 42. Dallas will host the Pistons Thursday night. Mariah Carey now holds the record for the most weeks a song has spent at the top of the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Her All I Want for Christmas Is You is again the #1 song on the chart, marking the 20th week it's reached the #1 spot. This also marks the 77th week the song has spent on the chart, tying with Dua Lipa's Levitating. Scott Carr, NBC News Radio.
In a world of tenders, Wendy's decided to make something more juicy, more crispy, and even more dippable. New chicken tenders are at Wendy's. Yes, you heard me right, chicken tenders. Some may call them tendies, and yes, that's fun to say, but they're even more fun to eat. So Wendy's is giving you their new chicken tendies with a brand new 3-piece combo with fries, a Diet Dr. Pepper, and a brand new sauce lineup. Gotta have tendies, gotta be Wendy's. At participating U.S. Wendy's, Dr. Pepper is a registered trademark of Dr. Pepper 7-Up Incorporated. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday. It's the 16th day of the month of December. It's a good day to be up and at 'em and fighting on through this Christmas holiday, as maybe you're trying to get some last-minute stocking stuffers, Christmas ideas, last-minute notes to Santa, whatever it may be. Today, a good day to do that. Go out onto the town and do some shopping this afternoon and this evening. Forecast is coming your way on a day where we get low 40s. News coming up here first, brought to you by Stuart Powell Ford Mazda.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore with Stuart Powell Ford. I'm proud to announce Ford's end-of-the-year sales event where you pay zero money down, 0% interest, and zero payments for 90 days on almost all new Fords in stock, including the Tough Super Duty truck. Lease payments starting at $399 a month with zero money down. Come see us at 225 South Danville Bypass, Stuart Powell Ford, where we make it easy.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
Another day, another scam. This one with connections to Boyle County. Boyle jailer Brian Wooford says scammers are calling the families of inmates currently incarcerated at the Boyle County Jail. He said that the callers are falsely saying the jail has started a program that allows the inmates to be released on an ankle monitor so they can go home for the holidays. The way to make this happen, the scammers say, is to pay thousands of dollars, which has to be paid through cash apps or prepaid cards. Wooford says the Boyle County Detention Center does not have a holiday release program and also does not accept cash apps or prepaid cards for any bills associated with a jail. If you receive a call requesting money for this fake program, hang up and call the Boyle County Sheriff's Office. Danville-Boyle County Tourism has been busy. At the most recent Boyle County Fiscal Court meeting, tourism officials announced several initiatives they hope will help strengthen Boyle County's tourism presence. The Advocate Messenger reports one of those new initiatives is a spring passport program expected to launch in April that will highlight 19 attractions across the county. They hope will encourage residents and visitors to stop at places in Boyle County. Those who complete the passport will earn a small gift. The county says they are also preparing for an out-of-town state media tour in partnership with the
Department of Tourism. That will include up to 9 writers and digital creators visiting Boyle County, highlighting the area's food scene, historical sites, and attractions. The Harrisburg City Commission will make their decision on the future of the Lions Park Community Center and the former Harrisburg Police Department headquarters next year. The Harrisburg Herald reports that the demolition of the former police department headquarters seems to be more than likely. Commissioners, however, did discuss what the future of the Lions Park building on Factory Street may be. 2 months ago, Harrisburg City Commission voted to sell the property at Lions Park and proceed with demolition and removal of it. Then in November, they clarified they had also received estimates to repair the facility. Those repairs, according to numbers, would be pricey. The Herald says that estimates show the outlay for the HVAC at $115,000 and the roof more than $175,000. That also does not include electrical and cleaning costs for the facility. The Herald says to cover the cost of all that, the city would have to raise the rental rate for the Lions Park building from $325 a day to more than $1,000 a day. Many commissioners agreed that selling the property would be the best option, though the discussion was tabled until the next meeting. I'm Joe Mathis.
This morning's local news was a service of Stuart Powell Ford Mazda on the bypass in Danville and online at stuartpowell.com.
Some love him and some hate him. But everybody listens to Sean Hannity weekdays at 3 and Saturdays at 10 on AM 1230 WHIR.
Money is tight this holiday season, and the Big Deals online store is here to stretch your dollars farther with special big deals for Christmas. Today's special big deal is for dining. The Fairways Restaurant in Danville is half price today. $15 gift certificates are just $7.50. Today only, this special Christmas big deal is in limited supply. Shop now and order online at hometownlive.net. That's hometownlive.net. Big deals for Christmas.
We never settle at Lexington Road Leisure Wash. And just in time for the upcoming winter weather and that grimy road salt, we now offer our laser wash, dryer, and ceramic coating, and it's all touch-free. Treat your car the way it wants to be treated with a touch-free car wash at Lexington Road Leisure Wash in Danville, Kentucky.
This is James Gardner. If your needs have been met, share it with someone and it'll come back to you tenfold. Happy holidays. Have a great meal.
Christmas.
You're gonna have the happiest Christmas.
Merry Christmas! Central Kentucky's hometown radio network.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
All right, Little Lady Joe, brought to you by the Ready Care Clinic, now open in Danville on Lexington Avenue. They're accepting new patients for primary care. Their primary care services combine the convenience of urgent care. They provide routine checkups, preventive screenings, vaccinations, and chronic condition management to support your long-term health and wellness at the Ready Care Clinic in Danville Save-A-Lot Shopping Center. Increasing clouds, 43 is your high today. A low tonight, 35. Cloudy skies becoming mostly sunny tomorrow. High of 48. A low tomorrow night of 37. Rain showers are possible Thursday. 56 is the high. 22 the low Thursday night as the rain transitions into some snow flurries. Right now it's 7:11 in the morning. It's 21 degrees, and we are joined via telephone by Danville Admiral boys basketball coach Tristan Ford. Good morning, Coach. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great, Coach. Appreciate you being on here this morning talking Admiral basketball. We were there last night for that game against Madison Southern. Coach, that was a good Madison Southern team you played last night. Kind of started off hitting from three-point range early in the first quarter, and that didn't cool off for them. But you all stayed in the game, and I thought fought hard, played well at times defensively, and got a big offensive boost from big Dyron Moody down low, Coach. Tell us about the game Dyron had last night.
Yeah, Dyron played really well. I'm proud of Dyron specifically. He came out late, later than everyone else. Kind of had to go through some things just to make sure he wanted to actually stick around and be a part of what we have going on. So he's proven that to me, and then he's proven to me also that he's ready to play after last night.
Yeah, 18 points, and seems like, Coach, he's a fan favorite, too. Fans were going crazy. The student section loved seeing Big Dyron score some buckets last night.
Yeah. Dyron brings the energy. He brings the energy to the school in general, not only to the team, but to the school in general. Great kid to be around, great energy, really funny, and then also a great athlete.
Yeah, Coach, you had a couple of injuries last night. Cam Peters went down with an ankle. Jacob Singleton with an ankle as well. What's the verdict on them going forward, Coach?
Yeah, just two unfortunate things. Two great athletes, two great great kids. So it's just unfortunate. I haven't got word back from Jacob yet. Just talked to his mom this morning. We'll wait on some results and stuff. Not great news about Cam. I'm expecting for him to be out for a while.
Yeah, I mean, that, you're playing a team like Madison Southern that we know can shoot the three-point ball. I was looking at their stats yesterday, Coach, and mentioned it during the broadcast. Their top 5 three-point shooters shoot 52% combined, right? They shoot 33.8% as a team, but their top 5 shooters at 52% from three-point range. So you got a team that shoots it really well. It's going to be tough enough, but when you lose 2 of your 5 starters to injury, that certainly makes life a lot more difficult.
Yeah, it definitely does make it tough. I think I have some kids that's ready to step up, but it's hard to step up in the moment when it's not expected. And injuries are just the worst part about the game, and they're definitely unexpected.
Yeah.
But hats off to Madison Southern for them to be able to shoot that well. You can tell they put a lot of work in. They're well coached. They run their stuff. They're disciplined. They share the ball. Like you said, they have 4 or 5 kids averaging double figures, shooting high percentages. So, that just shows to coaching and connectivity that they have going on, and that equals wins. So,
yeah,
that's why what happened.
You got Dunbar coming up on Thursday, Coach. Do you remember the last time that Dunbar played a game at Danville? Do you remember?
No, I don't. Not at Danville, no.
When did you graduate?
2012.
Okay, so 2009, Dunbar came to Danville. He actually played, looks like 3 games in the calendar year of 2009. It was the January 10th, 2009 game where Dunbar came to Danville. So you would have been maybe a freshman that year? Do you remember that game?
Yeah, that'll be my freshman year. No, I don't remember because I wasn't out there on the floor.
Yes.
I was sitting on the bench.
So it's been a while since Dunbar came to Danville, Coach, but it's always good to get these different region teams in here. You all actually play 4 consecutive games with teams out of region, so you actually go back-to-back 11th region opponents. Madison Southern yesterday, now Dunbar coming up on Thursday. How do you do that when you're working on scheduling, Coach? How does that work out where you're trying to find teams from different regions, teams you may not see very often, to kind of help perfect different aspects of your game? How do you do that when you're scheduling?
I really just try to. You want to try to get some games that you think where your guys obviously can compete, and then you also want to get some games that you know are going to challenge your guys. You want to get some games at home, and then you want to obviously get some tough road games. So
yeah,
I think having to play Rock and McQuarrie on the road early, and then getting a good game against Somerset at home, and then getting a good challenge from that WB Du Bois team. I think we've gotten a lot of different looks.
Yeah.
And that's all we really want to do to challenge us before we get to the district, because we both know, and everybody else that knows, the 45th district is really, really tough. You're going to get challenged every night. And the teams look different. Garrett County gives you a different look than DCA is going to give you. Bull's going to give you a different look than Lincoln's going to give you. So we try to move around and play different styles of teams, different styles of ball, so that we can adapt and adjust so that we're ready for when the district comes.
Yeah, Dunbar Thursday, Friday you're at Washington County. Then you're playing Sunday, a rare Sunday game at Western Hills. You'll actually see Madison Southern again later on in the season, correct?
Yeah, we had some struggles trying to find games to play. So Madison Southern, we're doing a home and away with them. And same with Western Hills. We'll play Western Hills later on. I think in February they'll come to Danville.
Yeah, Thursday, February 12th, it looks like. So good schedule, collection of games in 4 out-of-region games. Then you'll have about 12 days off after that Western Hills game on December 21st before you hop into district play and you take on DCA on Friday, January 2nd. Danville head coach Tristan Ford. Coach, we appreciate you being on. Good luck with practice today and looking forward to continuing to watch you all in this 2025-26 season, okay?
Thank you. Appreciate the
Yes,
support.
sir, Coach. Bye. That's Danville Admiral head coach Tristan Ford. Admirals are 2-4 through their first 6 games, and hopefully can get some guys back healthy as quickly as possible. Both Cam Peters and Jacob Singleton are talented players, very, very talented players, and hoping they can get back. Danville did fall last night, 87-62 to Madison Southern. In a game where the Eagles put up 29 first-quarter points. Danville was able to calm the storm a couple of times, but they just got too many guys facing that Eagles team that can shoot from three-point range. And with Danville down 2 of their 5 starters, it made it very tough on them. We talk tomorrow morning at this time with Boyle County Rebel boys basketball coach Jamie Todd. Wednesdays at 7:10. Coach Todd coming up tomorrow morning. Right now it's 7:18, 21 degrees here in Danville. Clear skies. Sun is coming up in a day where clouds will increase later on this afternoon. We go from our interview with Coach Ford to more sports talk with the Big Daddy, Steve Bertram with Local Sports. Here he is.
Hey, this is Jack Mathis. I love sports, and this is Sports with the Big Daddy, Steve Bertram. Brought to you by Stuart Powell Mazda.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore with Stuart Powell Ford. I'm proud to announce Ford's end of the year sales event where you pay 0 money down, 0% interest, and 0 payments for 90 days on almost all new Fords in stock, including the tough Super Duty truck. Lease payments starting at $399 a month with 0 money down. Come see us at 225 South Danville Bypass, Stuart Powell Ford, where we make it easy.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky women's volleyball is headed to Kansas City for the women's NCAA Final Four. UK plays Wisconsin in the second semifinal Thursday night about 9 o'clock or 30 minutes after the first game between Pittsburgh and Texas A&M. The championship will be played Saturday. This is UK's second Final Four appearance. They won it all back in 2020. In the NFL Monday Night Special last night, Pittsburgh whipped Miami 28-15 in a game that was not that close. The 8-6 Steelers are in first in the AFC North, 1 game ahead of the Ravens. The Dolphins fall to 6-8. Kentucky men's basketball faces number 22 St. John's in the CBS Sports Classic in Atlanta at 12:30 Saturday. Mark Pope guides his Wildcats against his college coach Rick Pitino. UK appears to be in their best health this season, and Jaden Quainance is getting closer to playing every day. Catch all the Cats action Saturday on Z105. Last night in girls high school basketball, in a game heard on WHBN, it was Mercer County 65, Somerset Christian 35. Elsewhere, Taylor County topped DCA 57-51. In boys action, in a game heard on Z105, it was Madison Southern 87, Danville 62. Taylor County topped Boyle County 61-55. Hometown Radio brings you boys high school hoops tonight as Mercer County entertains Marion County. Tip-offs at 7:30 on WHBN. The undefeated Center College women are on the road tonight as they visit Maryville College. The Lady Colonels of Wendy Austin have won their first 7 games of the year. The AP men's and women's top 25 college basketball polls are out. The men's top 6 are the same as last week, with Arizona on top, followed by Michigan, Duke, Iowa State, UConn, and Purdue. Louisville is 11th. On the women's side, the top 5 are UConn, Texas, South Carolina, UCLA, and LSU. Kentucky is 12th, and Louisville is 16th. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Shannon Skimmerhorn. Actually, my maiden name is Fiedler. I'm from Harrisburg. I actually went with Welch Homes twice. Bought my second house, and I worked with Christy both times. My experience actually was very awesome. My sister had used her as well. It was actually a very good experience. Christy was pretty much available for me 24/7. She answered all my questions. She was always there. She definitely knows what she's doing, and she's definitely a great person and great company to work with. I absolutely would recommend Welch Homes 100%.
In the heart of Harrodsburg, Kentucky, Mercer Stone Company is shaping driveways and dreams. Supplying quality stone with local dedication, these folks know a thing or two about building from the ground up. With friendly service and a commitment to getting your project done right, you'll find the materials and know-how you need. And lay the foundation for your next great project with Mercer Stone Company today. We will rock you.
This is Jimmy. Our family at the Parthenon Greek American Eats sends best wishes for a joyous holiday season and for a new year of health and happiness every day. Thanks for your friendship and patronage. Best holiday wishes from our family to yours, the Parthenon Greek American Eats.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Okay, a little Riley Joe Fuss. Thanks for that. Brought to you by the Big Deals online store, hometownlive.net. Shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses at big-time discounts. Entertainment tickets available as well. Shop and save up to 50% every single day at the Big Deals online store, hometownlive.net. Increasing clouds, a high today of 43 and a low tonight of 35. Tomorrow, you get partly cloudy skies becoming mostly sunny, a high of 48 tomorrow, a low tomorrow night of 37. Showers on Thursday, 56 degrees is the high. Right now, 7:24 in the morning. Our big deals for Christmas. We've been doing specials of the day recently, and last week you all went crazy over those Thoroughbred Express Auto Wash gift certificates. We had buy two, get two, and you also went crazy over those Sweets by Cindy gift certificates that we had on discount. Today, it's the Fairways. This is the restaurant at the Danville Country Club. We talked with them on the Joe Show. I think it was last week sometime. We talked with them, and they've got a great menu. Looking at their menu right now, appetizers like buffalo chicken bites, the sampler platter, the Cobb salad, the grilled chicken Caesar salad. They've got their Thursday night prime rib night, not sirloin, prime rib, slow roasted and perfectly seasoned, served with a house salad and a choice of side. That's every Thursday night, the prime rib special. And we've got a special for you on our Big Deals online store, half price dining at the Fairways. A $15 gift certificate, yours today for $7.50. They are open to the public. The only thing they ask is that you RSVP your spot. The Fairways in Danville, a great place to dine at the Danville Country Club. Let's see what's going on. Making news headlines on this Thursday morning. What's breaking and trending this morning right here on the Joe Show. Boston art dealer Brian Walsh has been found guilty of murdering his wife. The father of three was convicted of killing and dismembering Anna Walsh on New Year's Day in 2023. Her remains have not yet been found. His attorneys have claimed that Walsh found his wife dead and then panicked. It only took 6 hours for the jury to reach a verdict. Walsh expected to be sentenced tomorrow. The Powerball jackpot rolling over yet again. There was no grand prize winner last night, so the jackpot jumps to a staggering $1.25 billion ahead of the next drawing tomorrow. There were a couple of $1 million prize winners yesterday. Those tickets were sold in California and in Arizona. Netflix is defending its deal to buy Warner Brothers in a memo to employees. In the memo, including in the SEC filing, co-CEOs Ted Sarandos and Greg Peters addressed the backlash the deal received, with some calling it the end of Hollywood. They said they see a deal as a win for the entertainment industry, however. Sarandos and Peters also said they will remain committed to theatrical releases and added that the deal had been done 2 years ago. Films like Superman and Minecraft would have still been released in theaters. The co-CEOs also said they're confident the deal will close despite Paramount's hostile bid for the entirety of Warner Brothers Discovery. A family in Washington State's dealing with an odd issue, a growing Amazon package list. A resident of the home, Brittany, says her address is being used despite a hotel name being above it on the labels. She said her address appears before the Arlo Hotel's address on Amazon's option list, and guests are accidentally sending packages to her house. Brittany adds, quote, "We've received everything from cat food to vitamin supplements to even a chainsaw. Luckily, the guest came to pick it up. We did not ask questions, nor did we answer the door. Unfortunately, the guests ordering the packages are knocking on the home's doors at all hours to retrieve their items. Amazon is working to resolve that issue." The House is up against a short deadline to pass a health care bill before the Affordable Care Act subsidies. That's kind of a tough word to say. Subsidies expire. Took me like 5 tries to get that one down. Bipartisan bills are being presented that include limited extensions of the subsidies, coupled with Obamacare reforms. Speaker Mike Johnson has unveiled a GOP health care package that omits the extensions and doesn't funnel money into health savings accounts. Johnson is trying to push the measure through quickly. It's unclear if any bill would survive a vote. The ACA subsidies expire at the end of the year, but Congress is set to take a 2-week recess beginning December the 22nd. Police in Providence, Rhode Island are still searching for the gunman who killed 2 Brown University students and hurt 9 others on Saturday. Yesterday, officers released new video showing a person of interest dressed in black and wearing a face mask near the campus about 2 hours before the shooting. The FBI is offering up to a $50,000 reward for information leading to the arrest. The victims were identified as sophomore Ella Cook and Muhammad Aziz Umazurakov. Police had detained a different person of interest at a hotel on Sunday but let him go after evidence pointed elsewhere. Governor Dan McKee of Rhode Island speaking at a press conference yesterday after new pictures and video were released of a suspect in the Brown University mass shooting, said everyone's ready to find the person who did this.
We want to see the individual that pulled the trigger on these young kids identified, apprehended, and brought to justice.
And President Donald Trump filed a $10 billion lawsuit against the BBC yesterday over a documentary that aired a week before the 2024 election. The suit filed in Florida federal court claims the BBC edited his January 6, 2021 speech in a misleading way. Trump's lawyers say the network spliced together 2 clips that were 55 minutes apart and cut out his call for peace. The lawsuit includes 1 count of defamation and 1 count of violating Florida trade law, seeking $5 billion for each. Trump's legal team called the editing malicious and part of a pattern of biased coverage. That's what's breaking and trending this morning right here on The Joe Show on WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. Hey, it's 7:30 in the morning. K&N's Bottom Hour News is coming your way right now. We'll see what's going on around the state, nation, and world with the Kentucky News Network, and random facts come up after that. It's 7:30 in the morning.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Governor Andy Beshear is entering his last 2 years of his second and last term as governor. He sat down with WLEX to talk about his plans. The big topic, pre-K for all, something he calls a need to make Kentucky competitive. Beshear said 60 county judges and the majority of the state's education groups are on board. Beshear is also preparing to lead the Democratic Governors Association, a chance to influence 36 gubernatorial elections across the United States next year. His goal in the role, getting out to those states and ensuring the best candidates run the best campaigns. While he didn't nail down a definite answer on running for president in 2028, he did say that candidate should be a governor, but added he's just focused on being the best governor he can be. 1 person is arrested in connection to a hazard house fire from Sunday. Firefighters battled the blaze at a Moore Street home. A man was reportedly taken into police custody after crews extinguished the flames. No other details on the arrest was shared. No injuries reported. Meantime, it's a big day for the voters in Louisville South End. They get to select a new state senator. Here's Paul Miles.
A special election is being held to fill the Senate District 37 seat that was vacated by David Yates when he was appointed Jefferson County Clerk.
If you don't vote, you can't make a difference.
Yates says early voting indicates turnout will not be good.
Only 1% of voters have voted. That means that it's a warning sign that this may be a very low turnout. And to me, it's too important not to stand up, get out, and make your voice heard.
The candidates are Democrat Gary Clemens, Republican Calvin Leach, and Libertarian Wendy Higdon. The winner will serve out the remainder of Yates' term. I'm Paul Miles.
And I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Former CIA officer Jason Hansen here. As someone who's dedicated my life to protecting people, I know the importance of guarding what matters most. Right now, with global instability and the dollar's declining value, that means securing your financial assets with gold. For me, I trust Advantage Gold with my own investments. Give them a call at 800-900-8000 for a 100% free gold guide. Again, call Advantage Gold now at 800-900-8000 today.
Paid for by Advantage Gold. Performance may vary. Past performance is not indicated for future results. Always consult your financial and tax professional.
Individual
individuals and businesses with tax problems. Listen carefully. If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, U.S. Tax Shield can help you take back control. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Our team of tax attorneys can stop collections and get you protected. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the BBB, so call 800-466-9625. U.S. Tax Shield, 800-466-9625.
Hi, this is Patty Powell with Sturt Powell Ford and Sturt Powell Mazda in Danville. We just want to wish everyone a very, very, very Merry Christmas and a safe holiday season. We appreciate your business and look forward to seeing everyone this next upcoming year.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Another day, another scam. This one with connections to Boyle County. Boyle jailer Brian Wolford says scammers are calling the families of inmates currently incarcerated at the Boyle County Jail. He said that the callers are falsely saying the jail has started a program that allows the inmates to be released on an ankle monitor so they can go home for the holidays. The way to make this happen, the scammers say, is to pay thousands of dollars, which has to be paid through cash apps or prepaid cards. Wolford says the Boyle County Detention Center does not have a holiday release program and also does not accept cash apps or prepaid cards for any bills associated with a jail. If you receive a call requesting money for this fake program, hang up and call the Boyle County Sheriff's Office. Danville Boyle County Tourism has been busy. At the most recent Boyle County Fiscal Court meeting, tourism officials announced several initiatives they hope will help strengthen Boyle County's tourism presence. The Advocate Messenger reports one of those new initiatives is a spring passport program expected to launch in April that will highlight 19 attractions across the county, which they hope will encourage residents and visitors to stop at places in Boyle County. Those who complete the passport will earn a small gift. The county says they are also preparing for an out-of-town state media tour in partnership with the Department of Tourism. That will include up to 9 writers and digital creators visiting Boyle County, highlighting the area's food scene, historical sites, and attractions. The Harrisburg City Commission will make their decision on the future of the Lions Park Community Center and the former Harrisburg Police Department headquarters next year. The Harrisburg Herald reports that the demolition of the former police department headquarters seems to be more than likely. Commissioners, however, did discuss what the future of the Lions Park building on Factory Street may be. 2 months ago, Harrisburg City Commission voted to sell the property at Lions Park and proceed with demolition and removal of it. Then in November, they clarified they had also received estimates to repair the facility. Those repairs, according to numbers, would be pricey. The Herald says that estimates show the outlay for the HVAC at $115,000 and the roof more than $175,000. That also does not include electrical and cleaning costs for the facility. The Herald says to cover the cost of all that, the city would have to raise the rental rate for the Lions Park building from $325 a day to more than $1,000 a day. Many commissioners agreed that selling the property would be the best option, though the discussion was tabled until the next meeting. I'm Joe Mathis.
Hey there, it's your radio back again. Today we're going to play
Did You Know?
Fun facts on how radio can grow your business.
Did you know?
That radio is the leading reach platform. Around 93% of us listen to the radio each week, which is higher than TV, PC use, smartphone use, and tablets. Did you know that people listen to me a lot? On average, about 12 hours a week. In fact, some say I'm irresistible. Did you know with radio you can target your dollars? It's the best way to reach millennials, Generation X, boomers, Hispanics, African Americans, men, women. Did you know that radio is growing in use? More and more people are streaming radio on their smartphones, tablets, and computers. And did you know 62% of shoppers are listening to the radio an average of 14 minutes prior to shopping? No other media comes close to that.
Did you know?
That you can listen to AM radio at night? Who knew?
Promote your business to thousands of potential customers every week. To learn more, go online to advertisecentralkentucky.com. That's advertisecentralkentucky.com.
Looking to elevate your home without the luxury price tag? At Lux 218 Kitchen, Bath, and Lighting in Danville, they make your dream space a reality. Discover premium kitchen cabinets, stunning freestanding tubs, designer lighting, vanities, faucets, flooring, all the luxury brands you love at unbeatable prices. Whether you're renovating, building, or just refreshing a room, luxury now lives here. Visit Lux 218 today and let's design your dream together. Located 1227 Lebanon Road, Danville. Like them on Facebook.
Christmas is a time for enjoying friends and family, for spreading cheer and goodwill. For Job Master Rental, it's also the time to send warmest wishes to the special people who we number among our friends and customers. Best wishes from Pete Bottom at Job Master Rental.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by
Dexter and Right by Our Insurance, your local independent insurance agency. Proudly representing the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Come on, call Mark or Chris. They'd love to give you a free quote. 859-236. 859-236. 66-86. Increasing clouds, a high of 43, and a low tonight of 35. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, 48 and 37 is the high and low. Rain showers on Thursday, 56 is the high, 22 the low. You get about an inch of rain, up to an inch possible, probably no more than that. But then as temperatures drop down Thursday night, precipitation still hanging out with us. And that will turn over to some snow flurries, about a half an inch of snow possible Thursday night. Friday, mostly sunny and 34. Right now, it's 7:38 in the morning, 22 degrees. Wind chill feels like 12 right here in Danville. And we're so happy you're on the show. Joining us this morning, 859-238-WHIR. Now, Casey, not able to call in today. She did send me a message. She said she hopes to call in tomorrow, still dealing with a sore throat. So we'll give you the County Agent's Corner and some random facts brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market.
Got the top price for your livestock? Take them to the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, where they have drop-off hours to fit the busy farmer's need. Selling your livestock a profitable and a pleasant experience. Save the hassle of a long haul. Sell your livestock at the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, 277 Courtier Road in Stanford. Call Bluegrass South Livestock Market at 606-365-0665. Bluegrass South Livestock Market in Stanford.
Good day, everyone. Welcome to the County Agent's Corner, a service of your UK Cooperative Extension offices in Mercer, Boyle, Garrett, and Lincoln counties. I'm Jessica Besson, UK Horticulture Agent in Mercer County. Let's get to our extension tip for today. Pass the sweet potatoes, or is it the yams? Either way, not to ruin the magic of Thanksgiving, but you're probably eating sweet potatoes. True yams are native to Africa and Asia and are tubers. Sweet potatoes are native to Central and South America and are roots. Yam tubers are rough, scaly, and difficult to remove. They are starchier and drier compared to the sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes have smooth, thin skin that come in two types, soft and firm. When cooked, the soft varieties become really soft, moist, and sweet, and these are often marketed as yams. So why do we call these sweet potatoes yams? When soft varieties were grown first commercially, there was a need to differentiate between the two. African slaves had already been calling the soft sweet potatoes yams because they resembled the yams of Africa. This soft sweet potatoes were referred to as yams to distinguish them from the firm varieties. Today, the USDA requires that when the term yam is used to describe sweet potatoes, it must also be labeled as sweet potato. If you are in the market for real yams, your best bet is to search your local ethnic grocery store if you'd like to have them for your dinner table this Thanksgiving. That's today's farm news. Thanks for tuning into our program. Join us each weekday at this time for the County Agent's Corner, a service of the Mercer, Boyle, Garrett, Lincoln, and Garrett County Cooperative Extension offices. I'm Jessica Besson, UK Horticulture Agent in Mercer County, hoping you have a great day down on the farm.
There you go. Thank you, Jessica. Jessica Besson giving us a lesson this morning on the County Agent's Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market. All right, let's see what's going on with random facts. Some random facts you may not know, but I want you to know, so I'm going to let you know. Here we go. Fact number one, Dick Van Dyke. We talked about him yesterday. He just turned 100 years old. All right, the dude is old. How old is he? He's so old. Babe Ruth hit 405 home runs while Dick Van Dyke was alive. That is quite the fact. Babe Ruth hit 714 of them in his career. More than half of those came after the birth of Dick Van Dyke. Number two, 80% of the pretzels in the United States are made in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, the pretzel capital of the world, certainly of the U.S. at least. 80% of them made in Pennsylvania. Number three, Pop-Tart sales went up every single year from 1982 through 2014. Now, it's possible that they are still going up. It's just that 2014 is the last time that Kellogg's announced any Pop-Tart sales stats. Just 2 years ago, Kellogg's became Kellanova, and just recently it was acquired by the Mars Company. But Pop-Tart sales for, 32 years went up every single year from 1982 through 2014. Number 4, since the National Football League draft began, 41% of number 1 picks in the league have been quarterbacks. That's 37 out of 90. It's been even more popular in recent years, with 21 of the past 28 number 1 picks being quarterbacks. And number 5, chloroform, which is the chemical that's used in movies to knock people out, right? They put the rag over their face and then they pass out from chloroform. It would take 5 minutes to knock someone out by holding a rag soaked in chloroform under their nose. 5 minutes, not 2 seconds like it does in movies. 5 minutes. Random facts for you on this Tuesday, December the 16th morning. 859-238-WHIR. That's 238-9447. We'd be so happy to get you on the radio, on the Joe Show on this Tuesday morning. We see what's going on out west in Hollywood. The Showbiz segment's coming your way next, right here on WHIR Danville News Talk Sports.
Now available at Farmers National Bank, free checking and a free gift. Simply open a new Farmers National Bank personal or business checking account and receive a free gift. Minimum required deposit is only $50. We make the process fast and easy. Call 866-888-0220 or stop into one of our 12 convenient locations. Farmers National Bank, with locations in Danville, Bergen, Harrodsburg, Junction City, Lancaster, Perryville, Stanford, Liberty, and Middleburg. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
On the basketball court, you have to know where the lines are. It's just as important to know where the lines are in your own yard. Kentucky law generally requires you to have underground utility lines located before most excavation work, even if it's on your own property. If you don't call 811 and you damage a natural gas line, the Kentucky Public Service Commission will investigate you and you may be fined up to $1,250. Much better to stay within the bounds of the law and call before you dig to start putting in that backboard or goalpost. For more information, visit psc.ky.gov. This message brought to you by the Kentucky Public Service Commission.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky women's volleyball is headed to Kansas City for the women's NCAA Final Four. UK plays Wisconsin in the second semifinal Thursday night about 9 o'clock or 30 minutes after the first game between Pittsburgh and Texas A&M. The championship will be played Saturday. This is UK's second Final Four appearance. They won it all back in 2020. In the NFL Monday night special last night, Pittsburgh whipped Miami 28-15 in a game that was not that close. The 8-6 Steelers are in first in the AFC North, one game ahead of the Ravens. The Dolphins fall to 6-8. Kentucky men's basketball faces number 22 St. John's in the CBS Sports Classic in Atlanta at 12:30 Saturday. Mark Pope guides his Wildcats against his college coach Rick Pitino. UK appears to be in their best health this season, and Jaden Quainance is getting closer to playing every day. Catch all the Cats action Saturday on Z105. Last night in girls high school basketball, in a game heard on WHBN, it was Mercer County 65, Somerset Christian 35. Elsewhere, Taylor County topped DCA 57-51. In boys action, in a game heard on Z105, it was Madison Southern 87, Danville 62. Taylor County topped Boyle County 61-55. Hometown Radio brings you boys high school hoops tonight as Mercer County entertains Marion County. Tip-offs at 7:30 on WHBN. The undefeated Center College women are on the road tonight as they visit Maryville College. The Lady Colonels of Wendy Austin have won their first 7 games of the year. The AP men's and women's top 25 college basketball polls are out. The men's top 6 are the same as last week, with Arizona on top, followed by Michigan, Duke, Iowa State, UConn, and Purdue. Louisville is 11th. On the women's side, the top 5 are UConn, Texas, South Carolina, UCLA, and LSU. Kentucky is 12th, and Louisville is 16th. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
Hey, it's Joe Pags. Make plans to join us for the show. We're bringing the top news stories that are affecting you, the top stories from social media, pop culture stories, could be in sports. Maybe we'll sing a song or two or three or make fun of somebody that you want us to make fun of. That plus, of course, a big part of the program is you calling in. Look, we can agree, we can debate, we can yell at each other, we can sing a song together. We do it all right here on the Joe Pags Show, Monday through Friday, from 6 to 9 on WHIR AM 1230 and online at hometownlive.net.
Johnson Pullman believes Christmas is the best time of the year. For Johnson Pullman, it's a time of year for enjoying friends and family, for spreading cheer and goodwill, and for sending warmest wishes to special people like you. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year from John Funkhauser and Johnson Pullman.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Okay, the Rayleigh Chofas coming your way courtesy of our friends at Danville Auto Body Shop. Top-of-the-line collision and auto body repair. Head to the mechanics at Danville Auto Body Shop at 315 Delahaye Street. Get a free estimate, and they work with your insurance company. They fix water leaks, window, motor repairs, hail damage, paintless tint repair. Danville Auto Body Shop. Increasing clouds, a high of 43, a low tonight 35. Tomorrow cloudy, becoming mostly sunny, a high of 48, a low tomorrow night of 37. Thursday, rain showers are likely. 56 is the high, 3/4 of an inch of rain. On Thursday, we get the rain and the temperatures dipping down, and it becomes snow on Thursday night, a half an inch of snow possible into Friday morning. Right now it's 7:50. It's 21 degrees. Tuesday, the 16th day of the month of December, 12-degree wind chills right now. We're happy you're on the show. 859-238-WHIR, 238-9447. And let's see what's going on out west in Hollywood. The showbiz segment, also known as the world of absolute weird. If a celebrity does it, says it, thinks it, votes it politically, you should probably do say, think, and vote the opposite. Here we go. All right, the night before Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle were found, Rob and his son Nick, the prime suspect, got into a very loud public argument. It actually happened Saturday evening at Conan O'Brien's Christmas party. Sources say that after the argument, which a lot of people heard, Rob and Michelle left the party. People say Nick's overall vibe of the party was pretty creepy. Family sources told TMZ that Michelle had been telling friends over the last few months that she and Rob were at their wits' end over Nick's mental illness and drug abuse issues because they'd, quote, tried everything. Rob and Michelle were reportedly found by their daughter, Rami, and she was the one who told police they should be looking for Nick. They found him Sunday night about 15 miles away at a metro station near USC. He's being held without bail. TMZ says Nick checked into a hotel around 4 o'clock in the morning Sunday morning. When staff came to the room later that day, they found that Nick had sheets covering the windows. On a related note, one of the British tabloids got video of Billy Crystal and his wife outside the Reiners' home after the news of their death broke. Billy Crystal looks pretty distraught. Rob directed Billy's movie When Harry Met Sally. Rob Reiner and his son got into a big argument at Conan O'Brien's Christmas party. Celebrities are real people just like us. They get scammed by online ads just like us. Just ask Melissa Joan Hart. She saw an ad for a Christmas dress that she just had to have, so she ordered it. But what she got is not the picture that was advertised. The picture of the dress she thought she was buying was obviously AI generated, and it looks amazing with all kinds of like frills, embroidered stuff. Looks like something out of a Hallmark movie. What came in the mail was a flimsy-looking piece of fabric with everything just printed on it. Quality-wise, it looks like a cheap Spirit Halloween costume. Melissa posted some comparison pictures online, said, quote, "Online ordering stinks. Going rogue for my fancy, ugly sweater look this year now." Melissa Joan Hart scammed by an ad, and Tim McGraw made a lot of waves online recently after stepping on stage in a bold pair of fringed bell-bottom pants. But rather than ignoring the chatter, Tim addressed it head-on during his show this past week, and he said, quote, "I've been doing this for 35 years. I don't care what anybody thinks. That's how my mama taught me." The pants in question were oranges with long fringe running down each leg. It was a noticeable departure from Tim's usual skinny jeans look. Tim says he will not let the criticism dictate his wardrobe. Tim McGraw says he doesn't care if you like or don't like his fringe pants. Melissa Joan Hart got scammed by an AI ad. Rob Ryder and his son got into an argument at Conan O'Brien's Christmas party. That's what's going on out west in Hollywood, the Showbiz segment. Right now, we're heading back to downtown Danville to go to Melton's Deli and grab a sandwich for lunch a little bit later on this afternoon. Let's go with the Hot Mammy. It's number 3 on the Melton's Deli menu. Lean roast beef, melted cheddar, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, spicy mustard, and their famous Dijon horseradish sauce served on a toasted onion bun. It is number 3 on the Melton's Deli menu. It's called the Hot Mammy, 247 East Main Street, 995 Ben Ally Drive. Tell them you heard them this morning on the Joe Show on WHIR Danville. News Talk Sports. It's 7:55. We're taking a quick break. We're coming back. There is a new trend for Christmas trees this year. And we'll tell you what it is. Maybe you still have a chance to get on the bandwagon with this thing if you haven't quite decorated your Christmas tree. It's coming up next on the Joe Show on WHIR Danville.
Are you looking to increase sales, get more customers, and grow your business? Hi, Don here, your small business marketing expert. If you run a business and haven't tried radio yet, here's what you need to know. Radio is everywhere. Weekly online radio consumption among listeners has grown from 12% in 2007 to 68% today. And not only does radio dominate the internet, in the car, radio destroys the competition. Radio accounted for 87% of all ad-supported in-car listening. People don't surf the net, watch TV, or read newspapers while driving. Also, if your budget is tight, don't worry. Radio is affordable. It beats the internet, TV, billboard, and all other media in ROI. Your dollars reach more people and work harder with radio. So are you ready to increase sales, get more customers, and grow your business? Call us today.
Promote your business to thousands of potential customers every week. To learn more, go online to advertisecentralkentucky.com. That's advertisecentralkentucky.com.
I didn't always understand harm reduction, but then I saw the impact. People are alive today because someone had Narcan. Families didn't have to bury their loved ones. That's what harm reduction is really about, saving lives and keeping our community safer. At Bull County Health Department Harm Reduction, we provide free Narcan, overdose education, fentanyl and xylazine test strips, syringe exchange, and HIV and Hep C testing. Because when we offer people tools to stay safe, we give them a chance to seek help when they are ready. A healthier, safer community starts with all of us. Call 859-319-7468. Together, we can save lives.
Jay Hetmansberger, Boyle County Extension Office hopes that your holidays will be filled with good times and good cheer, and that the new year will bring you every joy. The season's greetings from your friends at the Boyle County Extension Office.
With warmest thoughts, Intercounty Energy sends their best wishes for this holiday season. Intercounty Energy wishes you the joys of Christmas and prosperity throughout the coming new year. We ask that you play it safe around electricity, whether you are putting up Christmas lights or taking decorations down. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from everyone at Intercounty Energy, Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Be prepared for what Mother Nature brings. Keep up to date with weather forecasts here every hour on WHIR.
Hey, 7:57 in the morning. James the gardener going to be in here coming up. We got James in the studio. Got a big smile on his face. He's been gardening some ice recently. Been doing some ice and snow gardening. James has been up to. All right, I talked about this recent trend with Christmas trees. They got an interesting name for this. They're calling this Christmas tree nudes. People are obsessed with checking out Christmas tree pictures. It's a naked Christmas tree trend that's going on right now on social media. It is basically exactly what it sounds like. It's a tree without any ornaments, no decorations, no tinsel, sometimes not even lights on it. A common look is a kind of bare Christmas tree, sparsely lit with soft white lights. That's the most common one. So there's no garland, no tinsel, no ornaments, just a plain Christmas tree standing up, maybe with some white lights on it. That's it. It's a modern minimalist thing. It's been picked up by various influencers and celebrities online. Now, you know what I say in the segment before this. If a celebrity does it, says it, or thinks it, you should do, say, and think the opposite. So please, don't think because a celebrity's doing this thing that you need to do it too. You should probably do the opposite. But this is something that's picking up steam. People who like it argue it's a less is more thing, where you can enjoy the feeling and clean look of a tree without the clutter, the overstimulation, the clashing colors, and all of that. It's supposed to be elegant, peaceful, streamlined, and stress-free. Others, however, say it looks unfinished. It looks like it lacks joy. Maybe a little intimidating if it looks like an animal might jump out if it's, like it looks like it's outside. That would be interesting. Just a Christmas tree with no decorations, just a tree in the corner of your house, nothing on it, and you walk into the house and see it and you think there's got to be like a raccoon living in that thing right now. This is not a brand new thing. It's been slowly growing in popularity. Some retailers have noticed and are offering nearly nude pre-lit trees with neutral decorations that appeal to people that want a cleaner look. So what do you think about this? They're calling this Naked Christmas Tree. This is the new trend for Christmas. It's going viral. A Christmas tree with hardly any decorations on it at all. Maybe just some white lights. And that's it. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. We're halfway home. Top Hour News is coming your way next right here on The Joe Show on WHIR Danville News Talk Sports and HometownLive.net.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 8 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Scott Carr. Authorities in Rhode Island are still on the hunt for the suspect responsible for a deadly shooting at Brown University. FBI Boston Special Agent Ted Dox acknowledges there's a lot of public concern about the mass shooting at the university in Providence, and he says rightfully so at a news conference last night, saying authorities believe the unidentified suspect, who remains at large, is armed and dangerous. Police in Los Angeles say the son of Hollywood director Rob Reiner has been arrested in connection with the deaths of his parents. Their 32-year-old son Nick is being held without bond in connection with their deaths. Reports say he was disruptive at a holiday party hours before he allegedly stabbed his parents to death. Sources tell KNBC TV Nick made several people uncomfortable at a party hosted by comedian Conan O'Brien. Another source tells the station the Reiners were embarrassed by their son's behavior and were worried about his health. In Australia, police are confirming the gunman in the Bondi Beach mass shooting had ISIS flags in their car. We get the latest from Mark Mayfield.
Speaking at a news conference, the New South Wales Police Commissioner also said there were IEDs in the vehicle. At least 15 people were killed Sunday when a father and son opened fire at a Hanukkah event at the Sydney beach. More than 2 dozen remain hospitalized and some are in critical condition. The 50-year-old gunman was fatally shot by police while the 24-year-old is in critical condition. I'm Mark Mayfield.
A hearing resumes today in Lower Manhattan to determine what evidence will be allowed at the upcoming murder trial of accused United Healthcare CEO killer Luigi Mangione. The hearing so far is focused on Mangione's arrest a little over a year ago in Altoona, Pennsylvania. Mangione's defense lawyers are trying to get key evidence from that arrest tossed from the trial because they argue Mangione's rights were violated. Scott Carr, NBC News Radio.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $40 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $18 a month, a savings of nearly $300 a year.
Whether you need a $100,000 policy or a $10 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance. In a hurry? Don't worry. With SelectQuote, you can get up to $2 million in instant, affordable, same-day coverage with no medical exam.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-637-9116. That's 1-800-637-9116. Or go to SelectQuote.com. That's 1-800-637-9116.
Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.
The holidays are in full swing, and the U.S. Postal Service says it's been prepared for the shipping rush. They say there's some important shipping deadlines to keep in mind this week. Wednesday is the last day to send your items off in time for them to arrive by Christmas if you're using USPS Ground Advantage or first-class mail service in the lower 48 states. And the deadline is Thursday for Priority Mail Service delivery and this Saturday for Priority Mail Express. Ford says it's pulling the plug on its F-150 Lightning EV vehicles and shifting its focus to hybrids. As we hear from Tammy Trujillo.
The automobile manufacturer says it will concentrate on extended range and battery electric models. Officials say a Tennessee plant will be repurposed from electric to gas-powered cars. Weakening consumer demand and government cuts are said to be driving the changes. I'm Tammy Trujillo.
3 casinos are coming to New York City, winning final approval Monday from the New York State Gaming Commission. Sarah Lee Kessler's there.
All in favor?
Aye. The vote unanimous to award licenses for Bally's in the Bronx, Hard Rock Metropolitan Park near Citi Field, and Resorts World near the Aqueduct Racetrack in Queens.
I feel great about the decisions.
Gaming Commission Chair Brian O'Dwyer says licensing fees will generate $1.5 billion for the state. Casino developers have made a lot of promises, including about union jobs, housing, and transportation. O'Dwyer says licensing is provisional, and if the developers don't keep their word, they'll lose their licenses.
Speaking of gambling, the Powerball jackpot will climb again after no grand prize winner was drawn Monday night. The Powerball jackpot now jumps to a staggering $1.25 billion, ahead of the next drawing on Wednesday. In Monday trading on Wall Street, the Dow Jones lost 41 points. The S&P fell 11 points, while the NASDAQ dropped 137 points. Scott Carr, NBC News Radio.
Republic Services of Kentucky offers a single-source solution for all of your disposal needs, servicing residential, commercial, and industrial customers with offerings that include recycling and other disposal options. You have enough to worry about on a daily basis. Leave waste disposal to Republic Services. They'll handle it from there. For a quote or to discuss services, reach out to republicservices.com or give them a call at 859-263-2000. 263-2000.
This is Randy Gipp Graham. If you want to start your weekend off in a winning way, propelling you into a new work week, then join with our team every Saturday morning at 7 o'clock on the Kentucky Power Hour. Sure, we talk current events, politics, a little sports, and a lot about leadership, but with you, the listener, in mind. So start your day off in a winning way.
Rise and shine, champions.
Right here on the Happy Station, WHIR.
The Kentucky Power Hour on AM 1230 and FM 103.9.
This is Boyle County State Representative Daniel Elliott. Congratulations to Boyle County on another state football championship. I'm so proud of my high school, Boyle County, on another state championship victory, and I look forward to honoring you in Frankfort.
Good morning to you. It's Tuesday. It's the 16th day of December. It's a day where we get increasing clouds and 43 degrees as a high. Got a forecast coming your way. News comes up here now. The library's after that.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
Another day, another scam. This one with connections to Boyle County. Boyle jailer Brian Wolford says scammers are calling the families of inmates currently incarcerated at the Boyle County Jail. He said that the callers are falsely saying the jail has started a program that allows the inmates to be released on an ankle monitor so they can go home for the holidays. The way to make this happen, the scammers say, is to pay thousands of dollars, which has to be paid through cash apps or prepaid cards. Wolford says the Boyle County Detention Center does not have a holiday release program and also does not accept cash apps or prepaid cards for any bills associated with a jail. If you receive a call requesting money for this fake program, hang up and call the Boyle County Sheriff's Office. Danville Boyle County Tourism has been busy. At the most recent Boyle County Fiscal Court meeting, tourism officials announced several initiatives they hope will help strengthen Boyle County's tourism presence. The Advocate Messenger reports one of those new initiatives is a spring passport program expected to launch in April that will highlight 19 attractions across the county. They hope will encourage residents and visitors to stop at places in Boyle County. Those who complete the passport will earn a small gift. The county says they are also preparing for an out-of-town state media tour in partnership with the Department of Tourism. That will include up to 9 writers and digital creators visiting Boyle County, highlighting the area's food scene, historical sites, and attractions. The Harrisburg City Commission will make their decision on the future of the Lions Park Community Center and the former Harrisburg Police Department headquarters next year. The Harrisburg Herald reports that the demolition of the former police department headquarters seems to be more than likely. Commissioners, however, did discuss what the future of the Lions Park building on Factory Street may be. 2 months ago, Harrisburg City Commission voted to sell the property at Lions Park and proceed with demolition and removal of it. Then in November, they clarified they had also received estimates to repair the facility. Those repairs, according to numbers, would be pricey. The Herald says that estimates show the outlay for the HVAC at $115,000 and the roof more than $175,000. That also does not include electrical and cleaning costs for the facility. The Herald says to cover the cost of all that, the city would have to raise the rental rate for the Lions Park building from $325 a day to more than $1,000 a day. Many commissioners agreed that selling the property would be the best option, though the discussion was tabled until the next meeting. I'm Joe Mathis.
Listen to us on your smart speaker. Just ask to play our call letters. WHIR.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by
It's coming your way, courtesy of our friends over at the Little Sign Shop. But our new owners and operators, they offer all types of quality signs at affordable prices, many within 24 hours. They're in Danville, where 2nd and 4th Streets meet. You gotta call them, 859-238-7391. Increasing clouds, high today of 43, low tonight 35. Tomorrow, cloudy, becoming mostly sunny, 48 and 37 is the high and low. Showers on Thursday, 56 is the high, 22 is the low Thursday night. With flurries flying Thursday night, that appears to be the real last, like big chance. And big's not the appropriate word because you hear that, it makes you think it's going to be a lot of snow. But in terms of like percentage, the last big chance that we get snow before Christmas. Next week is looking quite warm for the Christmas week. Right now it's 8:11 in the morning. It's 21 degrees. I say all that to dash your hopes of a white Christmas. I want it to be a white Christmas too, but forecasts do not indicate that's going to be happening. Let's go to the Boyle County Public Library, where Colleen joins us from the library this morning. Good morning, Colleen. How are you?
I'm well. Good morning, Joe. How are you?
I'm doing great, Colleen. I'm doing great. What's going on with the library? What do y'all got on the schedule for this week?
Well, we have some things going on this week. Today at 11, we have story time with a special visitor who might wear red.
Oh.
So if you would like to come visit with someone from the North Pole, come to story time at 11 o'clock today.
Okay.
And then at 3:30, we have the Young Adult Creative Club. They'll be making Christmas-themed or holiday-themed things today.
Awesome.
Then tomorrow, the Story Center is doing a Downtown Lights walking tour. So it'll start at Grayson's Tavern, and they'll have cocoa and cider for you to take with you to keep warm. And they're going to go through downtown and feature some of the lights that are up around downtown.
Okay.
o'clock, helping research ancestors. And at 3:30, the teens will have a Winter Wonderland Gaming Guild.
Okay.
And at 6 p.m., we have a great Just Try It, one of our series, Wrapping Like a Pro. So if you need help wrapping your Christmas presents, that's the time to come and learn all the tips and tricks.
Yes. So can we bring our gifts with us to that?
I don't see why
I mean, is that
not.
what we're
really
supposed to do?
know.
Or are we just like wrapping boxes for practice, or do we bring our gifts?
You know, to be honest, I don't really know. Let me see what it says here.
Okay.
Patrons to come and enjoy a new-to-you experience. So I would say bring them.
If I'm coming, I'm bringing them. I'm not practicing on a box to go home and then have to rewrap it. I'm wrapping the box I'm supposed to be wrapping to begin with.
That's what I would say. Yeah,
Okay.
Bring it.
Good.
Bring it. Yep.
That's Thursday at 6:30.
6.
Okay, it's 6. Sorry, Thursday at 6, all right?
Thursday at 6.
Okay.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. It says 6:30 here. Let me see.
Yeah, that's why I'm just looking at the Facebook post. It says 6. If you get there at 6 o'clock, you're either there on time or there early, and you can investigate what else is going on at the library till it starts.
That's right.
Get there at 6.
Okay, and then on Friday we have story time again at 11, and I'm fairly certain that our friend will be there as well at that one. Yeah.
Our friend in red?
Yeah, our friend
Okay,
in
good.
red. Yeah. And then next week, the Christmas week, we will be closed on the 24th, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So we're closed 24, 25, and 26.
Okay.
But we will be open on the Saturday, the 27th.
All right. What about the New Year's schedule? What's that look like?
We close early on the 31st at 3 o'clock, and then we'll be closed on the 1st.
Okay.
Otherwise, we're open.
So you're saying come in the 31st before 3, check a book out, and then as the ball drops that night, you can be reading the book, and you can begin the new year reading a book from the library.
That is exactly what I'm saying. Yes.
You didn't say that, but you strongly insinuated it.
I did, yeah. And don't forget that there's an Icelandic holiday on on Christmas Eve, where everybody exchanges books, and then they spend the evening quietly reading books in front of the fire on New Year's Eve.
Anything, when you've got 3 kids in the house, Colleen, anything that involves being quiet, I'm all for.
I know, right?
We're going to quietly read books in front of the fireplace at the Mathis house on Christmas Eve then. Let's get it done.
Come get stocked up.
Yeah. I love it. Colleen with the library, again, events this week. You've got the walking tour, the Downtown Lights walking tour. Tomorrow, you've got the Christmas holiday gift wrapping like a pro. That's going to be going on Thursday night at the library. If you have any questions, go online, Boyle County Public Library on Facebook, or give Colleen a call. Colleen, what's the phone number?
238-READ or 238-7323.
There it is. Colleen, appreciate you being on, and we'll talk to you again, Colleen, next Tuesday, okay?
Actually, I won't be here. You'll probably have the Marcinator next.
No, the Marcinator. Oh, do y'all call him that at the library now?
Yeah.
Okay, occasionally, yeah.
It. Yeah.
Because he saw me one time. He's like, Joe, I'm going to kill you. So, the Marcinator. All right, well, we'll talk with the Marcinator next Tuesday then. Good
Catch
stuff.
out of the bag.
Yeah.
Yep.
Colleen, appreciate it.
Okay, have a happy Christmas.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Colleen with the Boyle County Public Library. It's 8:16. So happy to have you on the show. 859-238-9447. That's 238-WHIR. Let's see what's going on in this morning's Sort of Sports Report. Those headlines that you may not get on your every morning sports, either via TV or radio.
Dad joke of the day.
That's not what I wanted to play. I hit the wrong thing. I can give you the dad joke of the day. Why not? Come on, this is live radio. I'll give you the dad joke of the day. If you didn't listen the 8 o'clock or the 6 o'clock in the morning hour for the dad joke of the day, why can't I just do it now? I accidentally played the music for it, so it's like it's meant to be. Let's do it.
Dad joke of the day.
We're diverting from our usual path. The dad joke of the day today was this. What do you call James Bond when he takes a bath? What do you call James Bond when he takes a bath? Think about it. 007. Okay, yeah, my crowd laugh is not going to happen now. Okay, well, I was supposed to have a laugh track in the background. Maybe it wasn't meant for us to do the dad joke of the day. 007. The dad joke of the day.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky women's volleyball is headed to Kansas City for the women's NCAA Final Four. UK plays Wisconsin in the second semifinal Thursday night about 9 o'clock or 30 minutes after the first game between Pittsburgh and Texas A&M. The championship will be played Saturday. This is UK's second Final Four appearance. They won it all back in 2020. In the NFL Monday night special last night, Pittsburgh whipped Miami 28-15 in a game that was not that close. The 8-6 Steelers are in first in the AFC North, one game ahead of the Ravens. The Dolphins fall to 6-8. Kentucky men's basketball faces number 22 St. John's in the CBS Sports Classic in Atlanta at 12:30 Saturday. Mark Pope guides his Wildcats against his college coach Rick Pitino. UK appears to be in their best health this season, and Jaden Quainance is getting closer to playing every day. Catch all the Cats action Saturday on Z105. Last night in girls high school basketball, in a game heard on WHBN, it was Mercer County 65, Somerset Christian 35. Elsewhere, Taylor County topped DCA 57-51. In boys action, in a game heard on Z105, it was Madison Southern 87, Danville 62. Taylor County topped Boyle County 61-55. Hometown Radio brings you boys high school hoops tonight as Mercer County entertains Marion County. Tip-offs at 7:30 on WHBN. The undefeated Center College women are on the road tonight as they visit Maryville College. The Lady Colonels of Wendy Austin have won their first 7 games of the year. The AP men's and women's top 25 college basketball polls are out. The men's top 6 are the same as last week, with Arizona on top, followed by Michigan, Duke, Iowa State, UConn, and Purdue. Louisville is 11th. On the women's side, the top 5 are UConn, Texas, South Carolina, UCLA, and LSU. Kentucky is 12th, and Louisville is 16th. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky? It's the friendly, expert care you'll experience every time you bank with us. Hi, I'm Lindsay Kolb, the Retail Market Manager at Whitaker Bank in Danville, Kentucky. Whether you're opening an account, planning for the future, or looking for a friendly face, we're here to make banking easy. Stop by or call us at 859-236-9822 to see how we put you first. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC.
Kentucky has one of the most expansive state park systems in the nation. For decades, the parks have been bringing people together for family reunions, fishing, hiking, and a wealth of other activities. What's your favorite memory of a Kentucky state park? Unfortunately, it takes more than governmental support to keep the parks vibrant. The Kentucky State Parks Foundation raises money to create educational programs for elementary school kids to connect them with nature, handicappable hiking trails, and the preservation of historical artifacts. Make a tax-deductible donation online at KentuckyStateParksFoundation.org.
Now a very important message from Melton's Great American Deli, East Main in the heart of downtown Danville.
Hi, I'm Jenna Melton. Merry Christmas.
Hi, I'm Ronnie Melton. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Okay, little Riley Joe, thanks for that. Brought to you by our friends over at the Ready Care Clinic in Danville on Lexington Avenue. They're accepting new patients for primary care. Their primary care services combine the convenience of urgent care, providing routine checkups, preventative screenings, vaccinations, and chronic condition management to support your long-term health and wellness at the Ready Care Clinic in Danville Save-A-Lot Shopping Center. Sunny now, clouds increase, and 43 is the high, 35 is the low. Tomorrow, cloudy, gradually becoming sunny, a high of 48. Thursday, rain showers are likely mainly after 1 and a high of 56 on Thursday. That'll be a week out from Christmas. Right now, it's 8:22 in the morning. It's 21 degrees. Tuesday, the 16th day of December. It's Randyism. Randy Graham joins us. The thoughts of Randy Graham. These are Randy Graham's thoughts. Take it away, Randy.
Good morning, Sir Joe in the Know, and what another great day it is to get up and get at 'em. Well, Joe, with the Christmas and Hanukkah season upon us, we are reminded once again of what Ollie and free immigration policy gives America and other Western nations, as we witness the video shooting of Jews celebrating the first day of Hanukkah on a beach in Australia. What really stuck out to me was that the youngest victim was a 10-year-old girl, same age as my granddaughter, making it close to home. Yeah, Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah from your Islamic fundamentalist states. But ironically, taking police some 20 minutes to respond and take out the father-son tag team of radical Islamic behavior. However, before this, fortunately, an unarmed Australian citizen of Arab descent who showed the gonads and intestinal fortitude and courage, his actions acting as if a mirror was held in front of the inaction of the police, obviously inspiring the police to get in on the fight. I mean, that's what really happened. A Muslim Arab, a fruit stand owner who snuck up and jumped on one of the gunmen. I believe it was the father of the father-son duo, taking his rifle and either choosing not to kill him because he was out of ammunition or just of his moral choice, but shaming the police and doing the right thing. But a shooting on the first day of Hanukkah on a popular beach in a Western country. But that's what happens when we have the all-in-free type of immigration policies that Western countries have been living by for the past 10 to 20 years. But heck, in France, they've even allowed enclaves of Arabs to be ruled by Sharia law and with their own police force, which has bled over into other parts of the country, where now they've called off certain Christmas celebrations for the fear of terrorist activity. And in Germany, they called off their New Year's Eve celebration, all because Islamic fundamentalists did not come to their countries to assimilate. In other words, become French citizens or German citizens. Yeah, Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah and New Year. Brought to you by the Islamic fundamentalist hellholes. We're here in America. We had 2 National Guardsmen shot in Washington, D.C., one dying. Thank goodness. Administration has now put a hold on some 19 countries, which quickly extended to some 30-plus countries, who we can designate as not being our friends. In other words, do not live up to Western standards and thus can appropriately be designated as, yes, hellholes. And some might say, well, wasn't it a Muslim who took out the gunman for attacker in Australia? Yeah, that's right. One who came to Australia to assimilate. And I don't feel it's ironic or coincidence that he happened to be an entrepreneur, a capitalist, the free enterprise system, meaning he was there to assimilate and bought into the idea of the Australian culture. Unlike the Somalian rot we witnessed in Minnesota that has cost American taxpayers some $1 billion that we know of, some being diverted to the terrorist organization Al-Shabaab in Somalia. Right under the nose of the dancing bear himself, meaning, yes, Minnesota Governor Tampon Tim Walz, who, like our own governor, yes, the man-child himself, Andy Beshear, believes it's okay for dudes who pretend to be doodads to use the same bathrooms as our daughters and granddaughters. Only Tim Walz went further and allowed tampons in boys' restrooms in public schools. Well, heck, it's not rocket science to determine whether a person suffering from this sickness can determine whether a boy or girl. Just look down your pants. But Joe, the Muslim man who knew he was a man who took away the rifle from the father-son shooters, had chosen to assimilate into Western society. Why those who are already here in America from such countries like Afghanistan after the calamity of our Afghanistan pullout under the Biden administration should have their exit visas reviewed. And those who came across our southern border to have their arses removed. Specifically, an estimated 8,000 terrorists that have entered our country under the Biden presidency that we do not know where they are. Otherwise, we are going to be witnessing more of the same as what we saw in Australia, France, and Germany. You see, the fact is the son of the father-son shooters in Australia was raised to hate and kill Jews from birth. The only difference is, instead of doing it in the country from whence he came, they did it in a Western country that allowed them to enter. But such individuals are here as well, as we witnessed on college and university campuses after the October the 8th massacre in Israel. For example, from Gaza, Palestinians from other countries, or from Judea and Samaria, the biblical kingdom of Judah, after Israel split into two kingdoms, of which the Palestinians and current co-conspirator governments are just ignorant of history, are trying to make it a Palestinian enclave known as the West Bank. But no, it's ancient Israel. And while we often share here that if the study of math and sciences will give America a technological edge in the future, it'll be the study of history that'll keep that future free. The same extends to other countries' freedom as well. I mean, all one has to do is search the internet on the 9/11 celebrations in Gaza and the West Bank, and you'll bear witness to the videos of Palestinians cheering the Twin Towers falling, honking their horns in the streets. And yes, the children as well. Yeah, children more attention pay to what we do than what we say. Yeah, those children today are in their 20s and 30s. So yes, some of those who are cheering are in America today, being allowed to get an education in our college and universities, and help explaining why we have seen the protests and threats on Jewish students. No, they aren't coming to America to assimilate. They're coming to America to hate. Not only the Jews, but yes, we, the Americans, and our Western culture. For the most part, they want Islamic Sharia law. Not that there isn't exceptions, because there will always be exceptions in life in every category. As I think of my Palestinian friends in Lexington who have assimilated, but who are also Christian, raised in an ideology that believes in the Judeo-Christian philosophies that built the Western civilization countries. You see, it's not that there aren't good people from these countries that would be willing to assimilate. The problem is being able to discern which ones are worth bringing here. I mean, just like finding an honest politician, we are sure they are out there. The problem is being able to discern such. So we got to go on the averages and halt any immigration from such countries until we are able to do a better vetting process. You see, just like most things in life, simplicity is the best approach. And it's very easy to understand what we are truly confronting. Because the little 10-year-old Jewish girl who died on the beach on the first celebrating day of Hanukkah, when she was 6 years old, just like in America on Christmas with your daughter or granddaughter, she would have received a doll. But the father-son team of the Islamic assassins who did the killing, when his son was 6 years old, he received a knife and a gun and said, "Go kill Jews and Americans." It's really that simple. Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah.
Randy Graham, the thoughts of Randy Graham and Randy Graham's thoughts, Tuesdays and Thursdays right here on WHIR. At this time, it's 8:30 in the morning. Bottom Hour News is underway.
Noon on Saturday at a Chase Bank branch on Alashiba Way. Authorities say the suspect walked into the branch dressed in a black hoodie and black pants before handing a teller a note demanding cash. He then took off on foot, according to investigators. Anyone with information on the incident is asked to contact Lexington Police or Bluegrass Crime Stoppers. I'm John Shannon.
The superintendent at Fayette County Public Schools is up for a national award. Dr. Demetrius Liggins is one of the 4 finalists for the National Superintendent of the Year Award, presented by the School Superintendents Association. Dr. Liggins was named the Superintendent of the Year back in July. He's taking on 3 others from Maine, Maryland, and Texas. The finalists are judged on leadership, communication, professionalism, and involvement in the communities. The winner is announced February at a conference in Nashville, Tennessee. Another piece into the Kentucky Wildcats' next coaching staff has been filled. Head coach Will Stein has named former LSU offensive coordinator Joe Sloan in the same role. Sloan is the first officially announced member of the new coaching staff. He worked with Heisman winner Jaden Daniels as the quarterback's coach back in 2022. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Money is tight this holiday season, and the Big Deals online store is here to stretch your dollars farther with special big deals for Christmas. Today's special big deal is for dining. The Fairways Restaurant in Danville is half price today. $15 gift certificates are just $7.50. Today only, this special Christmas big deal is in limited supply. Shop now and order online at hometownlive.net. That's hometownlive.net. Big deals for Christmas.
Keep your home
down cozy with Southern Heating and Cooling, as your comfort is their priority. And right now is the time to take advantage of their maintenance fall special, a $99 value for only $75. System not working at all? Then take advantage of the Hometown Radio listener service call discount for only $50, a $75 value. They offer veteran, first responder, and clergy discounts too. Locally, family, and veteran owned, and easy to book online. Go to southernheatingcooling.com or call 859-324-2770.
This is Mary Stith Hamlin at Stith Funeral Home. The staff would like to send our warmest wishes for the best that life has to offer this holiday season. We thank you for your friendship and goodwill. We pray for peace and clarity and wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from Stith Funeral Home.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
Another day, another scam. This one with connections to Boyle County. Boyle jailer Brian Wooford says scammers are calling the families of inmates currently incarcerated at the Boyle County Jail. He said that the callers are falsely saying the jail has started a program that allows the inmates to be released on an ankle monitor so they can go home for the holidays. The way to make this happen, the scammers say, is to pay thousands of dollars, which has to be paid through cash apps or prepaid cards. Wooford says the Boyle County Detention Center does not have a holiday release program and also does not accept cash apps or prepaid cards for any bills associated with a jail. If you receive a call requesting money for this fake program, hang up and call the Boyle County Sheriff's Office. Danville Boyle County Tourism has been busy. At the most recent Boyle County Fiscal Court meeting, tourism officials announced several initiatives they hope will help strengthen Boyle County's tourism presence. The Advocate Messenger reports one of those new initiatives is a spring passport program expected to launch in April that will highlight 19 attractions across the county. They hope will encourage residents and visitors to stop at places in Boyle County. Those who complete the passport will earn a small gift. The county says they are also preparing for an out-of-town state media tour in partnership with the Department of Tourism. That will include up to 9 writers and digital creators visiting Boyle County, highlighting the area's food scene, historical sites, and attractions. The Harrisburg City Commission will make their decision on the future of the Lions Park Community Center and the former Harrisburg Police Department headquarters next year. The Harrisburg Herald reports that the demolition of the former police department headquarters seems to be more than likely. Commissioners, however, did discuss what the future of the Lions Park building on Factory Street may be. 2 months ago, Harrisburg City Commission voted to sell the property at Lions Park and proceed with demolition and removal of it. Then in November, they clarified they had also received estimates to repair the facility. Those repairs, according to numbers, would be pricey. The Herald says that estimates show the outlay for the HVAC at $115,000 and the roof more than $175,000. That also does not include electrical and cleaning costs for the facility. The Herald says to cover the cost of all that, the city would have to raise the rental rate for the Lions Park building from $325 a day to more than $1,000 a day. Many commissioners agreed that selling the property would be the best option, though the discussion was tabled until the next meeting. I'm Joe Mathis.
Serving Boyle County seniors.
At A Gathering Place, we promote independence for senior citizens and adults with special needs through social, recreational, nutritional, and wellness programs that enhance quality of life. The activities that we offer are designed to keep seniors active and involved, offer socialization, promote friendship, encourage mental fitness, and positively impact overall health and wellness. To find out more, visit us at agatheringplace.org or follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Fall is hunting season in Kentucky, and the good folks at your local electric cooperative encourage you to grab your gun and get in on the hunt. No, we're not talking about a 20-gauge shotgun, we're talking about a caulk gun. And the hunt is for energy-wasting cracks and openings on the outside of your home. For advice on where to start your hunt, contact the energy experts at your local electric co-op. They can help put energy savings in your sights. We're Kentucky's electric cooperatives, and our power is our people.
Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
All right, though, Little Riley Joe coming your way courtesy of the Big Deals online store, hometownlive.net. Shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses at big-time discounts up to 50% every single day. The Big Deals online store, hometownlive.net. Increasing clouds, 43 is the high. A low tonight, 35. Mostly sunny skies tomorrow, 48 is the high. On Thursday, showers mainly after 1 o'clock and a high of 56. Could get up to an inch of rain possible. It transitions to snow on Thursday night, but not a lot of accumulation. Right now, it's 8:37, 22 degrees. Wind chill feels like 10. What's going on with Pimmer this morning? It's Wedding Planning with Pim.
Hi, I'm Pim Stewart-Clark, and this is Wedding Planning with Pim. The biggest source of stress in planning your wedding is realizing how much this one day of celebration is going to set you back. How could just one day cost $10,000, $20,000, even $60,000 or more? It's easy to reach those numbers if you don't carefully think through your budget. First, determine where the money is coming from and how much you can count on. Maybe your parents have offered to pay for the entire wedding. Lucky you. Or maybe they've given you a set amount to work with. Often the groom's family contributes to the wedding, but you shouldn't count on it. Just keep in mind when you're accepting money for your wedding, you're also relinquishing a bit of the control. More often than not, family members want a voice in the decision-making when they're paying. Traditionally, the majority of wedding expenses are covered by the bride's family. The rules have relaxed over the years, though, and couples are dividing up the expenses based on their own situations and their family's ability or willingness to contribute. You and your fiancé should also determine how much you'll contribute for your wedding and how you'll come up with the funds. When listing your expenses, don't forget the cost of the marriage license and tips and gratuities on the honeymoon. My love note for today: detail your wedding budget so you know how much you can spend before you start spending.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Now there's a new way to take charge of your blood sugar. Introducing new Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula from the makers of the nation's best-selling garlic supplement. New Garlic helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels with clinically supported levels of garlic, plus a custom blend of vitamins and minerals, and it's odor-free. Take charge of your blood sugar with new Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
One of the most trusted names in jewelry is B&L Jewelers. For years, we've been helping you and your neighbors say, I love you, happy anniversary, even here's something just because. At B&L Jewelers, you could trust us for everything from an elegant engagement diamond to that watch repair. Want custom jewelry and design? Trust us. Want repairs? Trust us. Want prices that compete with the chain stores? But with local hometown service, you can always trust B&L Jewelers. Why? Because the staff at B&L Jewelers truly knows jewelry. And it's time for us to get to know you. Tell you what, stop in for a free jewelry cleaning and inspection and say hello. Love gets better at B&L Jewelers, located in the Danville Manor Shopping Center.
Love gets better with B&L Jewelers.
Wow, Tricky's Car Wash is ready to make your vehicle look its very best. Tricky's Car Wash behind Smart Lube off South 4th Street. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 7, and on Saturdays by appointment. Pickup and delivery service is available. 583-0560. Wash only $15. Wash and interior $25. Wash plus wax plus interior $50. And full detail, talk with Tricky. Tricky's Car Wash, 430 Bay Street, 583-0560. Right behind Smart Lube off South 4th. Tricky's Car Wash.
Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know.
At Sutton Pharmacy, you're more than just a prescription, you're a neighbor. Our friendly team helps you stay healthy with quick refills, expert advice, and flu shots. Enjoy free local delivery and a convenient app to make managing your refills easy. Sutton Pharmacy, dedicated to the Lancaster community. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6.
Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know.
In Lancaster on West Maple Avenue.
Everyone everyone at Lavender Blooms Florist and Gifts and best wishes for a joyous holiday season and a prosperous new year. Lavender Blooms Florist thanks you for your friendship and support. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Lavender Blooms Florist and Gifts, downtown Danville.
Merry Christmas from Casey McCoy in your Boyd County Clerk's office. As you enjoy this holiday season, please know our office will be closed Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, but will reopen Friday, December 26th. We'll also be closed December 31st and January 1st, but we'll reopen January 2nd. Happy holidays from the Boyd County Clerk's office.
We're simply having a wonderful Christmas time.
This was considered top 10 worst Christmas songs of all time in a list that I saw last week. Come on, have some respect for the bass man, Sir Paul McCartney. 8:43 in the morning, 22 degrees. Congratulations! If you made it to the fantasy football semifinals, Monday Night Football last night saw the Steelers beat the Dolphins. And I think, did I hear right? That's 23 consecutive Monday night home playoff wins for the Steelers. I think I heard that this morning. 23 straight. Congratulations to those who made it to the fantasy football semifinals. In our league, let's give a shout out to Nick Wilkerson and to Fuge, Corey Fugate, who made the semifinals. Corey now goes against me in our semifinals in our big fantasy football league. And so we'll be doing battle, I guess, this weekend for fantasy football. 859-238-WHIR. And let's send condolences to our buddy Chris Russell. Russ, who works at Stewart Powell Ford. If you are listening to us at Stewart Powell Ford this morning, I know there are some people that listen to the Joe Show at Stewart Powell Ford. If you see Russ walking around Stewart Powell Ford today, and he's got a little bit of a frown on his face, maybe a single teardrop coming out of his eye, it means that he lost yesterday in the fantasy football quarterfinals. His season is done. There will be no championship for our good buddy Russ out at Stewart Powell Ford this year. All right, 8:44, Grub Gab, the world of food. Let's see what's going on where you can always just eat it. Right here in the Joe Show. Let's get it done. Okay, Oreo has just unveiled 8 new treats that are showing up on shelves as we speak. The new products include Cakesters Confetti Cake, Oreo Chocolate Ganache, and 6 more cookies. Dusty, I hope you're listening this morning. I know you can't be in studio, but I hope you're listening, Dusty, because we're going to have a 2026 filled with all kinds of Oreo eating, taste testing Tuesdays. Here we go. Oreo Cakesters Confetti Cake. They were introduced in 2007 and have become an Oreo staple in the lineup. They feature 2 soft confetti cakes with a layer of birthday cake flavored cream and are now permanently available. Oreo Thins Chocolate Ganache, a new product featuring chocolate ganache flavored cream sandwiched between super thin chocolate Oreo wafers. They join the other Oreo Thin products that include tiramisu and mint cream and are now permanently available. Oreo Minis Chocolate Cream packages 2 bite-sized cookies, 3-ounce bags, and shareable 8-ounce pouches available now. Oreo Muffins, similar to Oreo Muffins from Costco, but are sold in packs of 2 and are now permanently available. There's Oreo Cookie Dough. I'm excited about this. I like cookie dough flavored things. First introduced in 2014 and only for a short time, this cookie dough will be back on shelves for a limited time only beginning December the 22nd. It features 2 chocolate chip flavored cookies with a layer of cookie dough flavored chocolate cream with inclusions of chocolate chips. It is the Oreo Cookie Dough, Oreo Reese's Cookies. So here's the story behind those. We have those in studio right now. They were previously limited time only. They will now show up on store shelves permanently beginning January 5th. Oreo Minis Peanut Butter available in 8-ounce bags, and Golden Oreo Minis as well will be available. All kinds of new Oreo flavors. And Little Debbie has launched a new version of a 60-year-old snack cake with their single-serve strawberry shortcake rolls. They're available in a 6-ounce count box or a 34-ounce package that contains 2 rolls. Little Debbie Strawberry Shortcake Rolls are similar to jelly roll cakes that feature yellow sponge cakes, along with layers of vanilla cream and strawberry-flavored filling. Associate Brand Manager at McKee Foods said, quote, by introducing a single-serve version, we're making it easier than ever for consumers to enjoy a classic treat whenever and whatever time of day they want. There you go. Little Debbie just launched a new version of their 60-year-old snack cakes, and Oreo just unveiled 8 new treats headed to stores. That's what's going on in the world of food, Grub Gab, where you can just eat it. All right, 8:47 in the morning. It is Tuesday, the 16th of December. We see what's going on this date in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history coming your way next.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want to boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky women's volleyball is headed to Kansas City for the women's NCAA Final Four. UK plays Wisconsin in the second semifinal Thursday night about 9 o'clock or 30 minutes after the first game between Pittsburgh and Texas A&M. The championship will be played Saturday. This is UK's second Final Four appearance. They won it all back in 2020. In the NFL Monday night special last night, Pittsburgh whipped Miami 28-15 in a game that was not that close. The 8-6 Steelers are in first in the AFC North, one game ahead of the Ravens. The Dolphins fall to 6-8. Kentucky men's basketball faces number 22 St. John's in the CBS Sports Classic in Atlanta at 12:30 Saturday. Mark Pope guides his Wildcats against his college coach Rick Pitino. UK appears to be in their best health this season, and Jaden Quainance is getting closer to playing every day. Catch all the Cats action Saturday on Z105. Last night in girls high school basketball, in a game heard on WHBN, it was Mercer County 65, Somerset Christian 35. Elsewhere, Taylor County topped DCA 57-51. In boys action, in a game heard on Z105, it was Madison Southern 87, Danville 62. Taylor County topped Boyle County 61-55. Hometown Radio brings you boys high school hoops tonight as Mercer County entertains Marion County. Tip-offs at 7:30 on WHBN. The undefeated Center College women are on the road tonight as they visit Maryville College. The Lady Colonels of Wendy Austin have won their first 7 games of the year. The AP men's and women's top 25 college basketball polls are out. The men's top 6 are the same as last week, with Arizona on top, followed by Michigan, Duke, Iowa State, UConn, and Purdue. Louisville is 11th. On the women's side, the top 5 are UConn, Texas, South Carolina, UCLA, and LSU. Kentucky is 12th, and Louisville is 16th. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
So creamy it melts in your mouth. Mom Blakeman's candy.
Mom Blakeman's is still in the business of providing quality cream pull candy. We offer 7 flavors as well as potato candy. We have tubs, boxes, and a variety of holiday decor designer tins. Stop by and see us at our shop at 104 South Campbell Street in Lancaster for all of your gift-giving needs.
So creamy it melts in your mouth. Mom Blakeman's Candy.
Do you set a good safety example for your child on the farm? Your child will respond to your concern for safety if they see you practicing safety in your daily routine. Always follow the one seat, one rider rule by not allowing any extra riders. Stop equipment when a non-working person approaches. Follow all equipment safety instructions and remember to reinforce safety rules. These simple acts will help ensure your child is aware that safety comes first on the farm.
Hello, I'm Adam Hopkins, Security Officer at Farmers National Bank. Scammers send text messages to trick you into providing information like your debit card or passwords. This is called smishing. Don't click text messages, links, or call phone numbers you don't know. When in doubt, delete.
This Joe Show Weather Report is brought to you by...
It's brought to you by the Little Sign Shop. Need a sign, a banner, or decal fast? The owners and operators at Little Sign Shop have got you covered. Full-color digital printing, magnetic signs, auto signage, and logo design. They're in Danville, where 2nd and 4th Streets meet. Come on, call them, 859-238-7391. Increasing clouds, 43 is the high, 35 is the low tonight. Tomorrow, cloudy skies, mostly sunny in the afternoon. 48's the high tomorrow. Rain showers on Thursday, 56 is the high.
I like that weather report.
Yeah, well, chance of snow showers Thursday night, but we're back up into the mid-30s on Friday. And then, James, if you're looking at next week, we're in the upper 40s, low 50s basically all week long.
Yeah.
So.
I looked at that this morning, and I was like, all right. Be able to actually get out and do something.
Yeah, get some outdoor stuff done.
Yeah, so it's all good.
Right now, James, at 21 degrees, wind chill feels like 10. Mm-hmm. It is a Gardening with James segment. James the Gardener's on here. Let's make this official.
And now, for the next few minutes, the man with the jolly green thumb and the big straw hat is going to tell us where it's at. Gardening with James, that's the name. Growing good food, that's our aim. Working in our garden every day. Well, we might not be all that pretty, but we don't mind getting all dirty and gritty, growing our food the natural way. Yes, we're gardening with James, the natural way. Let's dig it, James.
James the Gardener, gardening with James.
What's going on, Joe Show?
Got my coffee in me, James.
All righty then.
What's going on in the garden with you today?
Let's see. Just thinking about it. Because, there's not a whole lot you can do. I mean, like I said, with the temperatures, going up a little bit next week, you may be able to get out and do some things. But now's a great time to find those flower bulbs, find those different things that you want to add to your garden. Because when you're looking up things for your garden, just go online. What grows best in the winter? What grows best, early spring? And look at the dates, because most of the packages or whatever it is that you're looking at, they have 90 days for it to come up. So if you plant it today, 90 days from today, you'll be right about the springtime. So just kind of look at those kind of dates, so this way you'll kind of know when those plants come up. If you pick up a package and says, it's going to take a month to come up, you probably don't want to plant that one. Because it's going to come up and it's going to wake up to snow. So just be sure that you're looking at the dates, and make sure that you're looking at because we're in the zone, what they call zones. We're anywhere from zone 6 or 7, so look for 6, 7, and 8. So this way you'll kind of know what it is that's best to plant here in Kentucky, because like I said, because if you don't look at the dates, and you spend $20 on, I love these bulbs, I love, whatever it is, and then you start to see it start to sprout up on a nice warm day in, say, January, and then it snows 3 days later, now you got to get out there and try to cover them up.
Yeah.
Because, like I say, because the dates are wrong. So just make sure that you know what zone it is, like say anywhere from zone 6 through 8, and that pretty much tells you about the weather, if you look that up. But yeah, just make sure that you're paying attention to what it is you buy and how long it's going to take for it to pop up out the ground.
Gardening with James, Tuesdays and Thursdays. right here on the Joe Show at this time.
Yes, sir.
All right, James. Let's see here. You'll like this. A festive topic. Make sure I have the right story here. We're all about eating. Well, not we, but you're all about eating healthy. I'm not really. But James is always on here talking about eating healthy, locally grown vegetables and produce and things like that. A lot of stuff that we eat around the holidays sometimes, James, can leave us feeling backed up.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
I do, in reverse.
There's not a lot of fiber in Christmas cookies.
No.
And for those that drink, if you're drinking eggnog, that can leave you dehydrated, which doesn't help.
That don't help.
Luckily, James, science just figured out the top foods to add to your diet that can lead less straining in the bathroom.
Okay.
So here we go, James. Researchers at King's College in London found that there are 3 foods that are the best ones to eat if you get backed up in the holiday season.
Fig bars?
Well, number 1 is not fig bars, but awfully close.
Okay.
I would say they're a cousin to figs.
Okay.
Prunes.
Prunes, yeah.
Prunes.
Good friends.
High in fiber,
Yeah.
and also something called sorbitol. It's used in certain types of over-the-counter laxatives. 8 to 10 prunes per day can get things moving pretty fast.
Oh, yeah, we're talking of Dad, too, coming out.
Yeah. Prune juice, too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, just if you don't want to eat prune, get yourself some prune juice.
Yep.
Get it done. Now, that one's probably the easy one to figure out, but there are 2 other foods that you may not know can help you during this season.
Okay.
Number 2 is kiwi.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, they got a specific enzyme that breaks down proteins and helps with digestion. 2 or 3 a day for a month can help keep you regular.
Okay.
Kiwi. And then number 3, I would never guess this. Number 3, according to science, a food to eat this time of year to keep you from getting backed up.
Reverse.
Rye bread. It is the best option when it comes to bread. Studies have found it can even work better than some laxatives. Rye bread can. Now, coffee is always another option as well. I'm drinking me a cup right now. That can help stimulate the muscles in your colon. That's why coffee works so well for a lot of people. Just don't drink too much, or the opposite happens. You get dehydrated.
Yeah.
2 cups a day, it says max, which sounds awfully boring. Just 2 cups, that's it? Backed up, science says prunes, kiwi, rye bread. There you go, some tips for you. 9 o'clock in the morning, Top Hour News is coming your way now.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 9 o'clock. NBC News Radio, I'm Scott Carr. Authorities in Rhode Island are still on the hunt for the suspect responsible for a deadly shooting at Brown University. 2 students were killed, 9 others wounded during the attack Saturday. Providence Mayor Brett Smiley says several law enforcement agencies are working together. Governor Daniel McKee says he's hopeful an arrest will be made soon. The son of Rob and Michelle Reiner, Nick Reiner, is expected in court later this week after police say he murdered his parents over the weekend. The 32-year-old's accused of killing them with a knife in their Brentwood home. LAPD says Nick Reiner's now jailed without bail. As Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker blasts President Trump over Trump's reaction to the murders, the governor questions why Trump would attack people whose families are suffering. After Trump addressed the deaths in a social media post saying the deaths were due to the anger Reiner caused others through his massive, unyielding, and incurable affliction with what Trump writes is a mind-crippling disease known as Trump derangement syndrome.
To have the President of the United States attacking them, and I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand why the President has to do things like this. What is wrong with him?
Pritzker calls Reiner and his wife terrific people who deeply cared about others. The R&B singer Carl Carlton has died at the age of 73.
Carlton's son confirmed the death Sunday on Facebook. The cause was not disclosed, but Carlton suffered a stroke in 2019. Everlasting Love reached number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1974. I'm Mark Mayfield.
Police in Australia are confirming the gunman in the Bondi Beach mass shooting had ISIS flags in their car. The New South Wales Police Commissioner says there were also improvised explosive devices in the vehicle. At least 15 were killed Sunday when a father and son opened fire at a Hanukkah event at the beach in Sydney. Scott Carr, NBC News Radio.
With Steel, batteries are included. This holiday season, give a gift that's ready to go right out of the box. For everything from cleaning up the yard to cutting up firewood, Steel tools check off the wish list and knock out the to-do list. And right now, buy select battery tool sets and get a free extra battery. Visit SteelUSA.com for holiday deals and gift ideas. Happy holidays from Steel. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Maybe you're not one of those frequent flyers, but sometimes you just want to hit the beach or see your new granddaughter or go to that out-of-state wedding. Whatever the reason for your getaway, if it involves flying in the U.S. or visiting a military base, you may need a Kentucky Real ID driver's license or an ID that is Real ID compliant. Make a plan to get your Kentucky Real ID now. Go to realidky.com.
The U.S. Department of Homeland Security is reporting the arrests of more than 250 people so far in a federal immigration enforcement operation in the New Orleans area. DHS has not said how many people may have been detained but not arrested, or how many have been released, or how many have been deported. The holiday season is in full swing, and the U.S. Postal Service says it's ready for the shipping rush.
There are some important shipping deadlines to keep in mind. Wednesday is the last day to send your items off in time for them to arrive by Christmas if you're using USPS Ground Advantage or first-class mail service within the lower 48 states. The deadline is Thursday for Priority Mail Service delivery and this Saturday for Priority Mail Express. I'm Tammy Trujillo.
A court ruling is forcing more than 100 New Jersey police officers to lose rank after a promotional exam was thrown out. The state says a 2019 police sergeant test in Newark and Patterson's been invalidated after a successful legal challenge claiming racial bias. As a result, exam scores for all 106 officers who took the test have been nullified. Demotions are now expected across both departments. More Americans are admitting to using artificial intelligence while on the job. Here's Rory O'Neill.
45% of American workers say they've used AI at least a few times this year. That's up 5 points from the last Gallup survey. People working in knowledge-based jobs, tech, or professional services were more likely to use AI. So why turn to a bot? To consolidate information, to generate ideas, and 36% said they use it to learn new things. I'm Rory O'Neill.
Netflix is pushing back against criticism of its proposed deal to buy Warner Brothers, calling it a win for Hollywood. In a memo to their workers, co-CEOs Ted Sarandos and Greg Peters say the company remains committed to theatrical releases and argue the deal will not end movies in theaters. Scott Carr, NBC News Radio.
Waking up on the right side. This is the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
At some point, when do you learn the lessons of history? And when do you listen to the enemies that want to destroy you? And when do you identify enemies for who they are? It's not a matter of, I don't want war. I'd like to end war. But there's a fundamental, and I would argue in some cases, purposeful misinterpretation of the nature of a threat that is now worldwide. And we're seeing it. And it's not going to end well if it's not dealt with. The only person on the world stage that is understanding it and dealing with it seems to be President Donald J. Trump.
From coast to coast, from sea to shining sea, it's the Sean Hannity Show.
With the cold now swiftly descending on Europe, especially Ukraine, well, it is impacting so many elderly people, like, for example, a woman by the name of Olga. Now, it could be deadly. She's 79 years old. She lives in a small village. She has no indoor plumbing, no reliable heating. She doesn't have enough money to cover food, medicine, and heat. But thanks to the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews, Olga now receives a nourishing food box, emergency lighting, and a warm blanket. Now, this aid is a life-saving gift for someone like Olga. Now, as another brutal winter is beginning, thousands of elderly people like Olga, they are praying for a miracle, and you can make that miracle happen through the special matching grant going on right now. Your gift today will have twice the impact up to the first $50,000. Anyway, please rush your gift now. Call toll-free. It's 888-488-IFCJ, 888-488-4325. Online, it's HannityForTheFellowship.org. That's HannityForTheFellowship.org.
Hi, I'm Alan Martin, branch manager at Community Trust Bank. Community Trust Bank has supported communities that we call home since 1903. With locations in Boyle and Mercer counties, Community Trust Bank is a full-service bank dedicated to helping you meet your lending needs and financial goals. Please stop by and see me at our Danville main office located at 462 West Main Street. Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, loan subject to credit approval.
This is Scott Bottoms. All of us at Danville Office Equipment wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas and a healthy and Happy New Year. We offer a full line of office supplies, furniture, break room, and janitorial supplies, along with copiers and printers for your office. DOE.
Need to see a doctor? Then Ready Care Clinic is ready for you, where walk-ins are always welcome and no appointment needed, with locations in Lawrenceburg, Harrodsburg, Crab Orchard, and now Danville.
Primary care when you need it.
The Ready Care Clinic.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Another day, another scam. This one with connections to Boyle County. Boyle jailer Brian Wooford says scammers are calling the families of inmates currently incarcerated at the Boyle County Jail. He said that the callers are falsely saying the jail has started a program that allows the inmates to be released on an ankle monitor so they can go home for the holidays. The way to make this happen, the scammers say, is to pay thousands of dollars, which has to be paid through cash apps or prepaid cards. Wooford says the Boyle County Detention Center does not have a holiday release program and also does not accept cash apps or prepaid cards for any bills associated with a jail. If you receive a call requesting money for this fake program, hang up and call the Boyle County Sheriff's Office. Danville-Boyle County Tourism has been busy. At the most recent Boyle County Fiscal Court meeting, tourism officials announced several initiatives they hope will help strengthen Boyle County's tourism presence. The Advocate Messenger reports one of those new initiatives is a spring passport program expected to launch in April that will highlight 19 attractions across the county. They hope will encourage residents and visitors to stop at places in Boyle County. Those who complete the passport will earn a small gift. The county says they are also preparing for an out-of-town state media tour in partnership with the Department of Tourism that will include up to 9 writers and digital creators visiting Boyle County, highlighting the area's food scene, historical sites, and attractions. The Harrisburg City Commission will make their decision on the future of the Lions Park Community Center and the former Harrisburg Police Department headquarters next year. The Harrisburg Herald reports that the demolition of the former police department headquarters seems to be more than likely. Commissioners, however, did discuss what the future of the Lions Park building on Factory Street may be. 2 months ago, Harrisburg City Commission voted to sell the property at Lions Park and proceed with demolition and removal of it. Then in November, they clarified they had also received estimates to repair the facility. Those repairs, according to numbers, would be pricey. The Herald says that estimates show the outlay for the HVAC at $115,000 and the roof more than $175,000. That also does not include electrical and cleaning costs for the facility. The Herald says to cover the cost of all that, the city would have to raise the rental rate for the Lions Park building from $325 a day to more than $1,000 a day. Many commissioners agreed that selling the property would be the best option, though the discussion was tabled until the next meeting. I'm Joe Mathis.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
It's coming your way courtesy of our friends over at Morning Point in Danville, featuring the Lantern, 2 levels of memory care for early and latter stages of Alzheimer's and dementia. Get info on Facebook and Morning Point of Danville. Increasing clouds, 43 is the high, 35 is the low. Mostly sunny skies tomorrow. High of 48, low of 37. Rain showers Thursday, 56 degrees is your high. Right now, it's 25 degrees, Tuesday, the 16th day of December. We've got James the Gardener in studio with us this morning. So, James, this is what I have decided on our Oreo Taste Test Tuesday.
Okay.
I've given this some thought. Last night, I was like, you know what we can do, since we have the Reese Oreos here, me and James can test it out. We can give our score. Then Dusty can come in Friday. He can eat one. He can give his score.
Okay.
But then I thought, you know what? What if something happens? What if somebody walks in the studio and sees an open package of Oreos, and they're like, oh, wow, Reese Oreos, let me eat 8 of them, or whatever.
And that won't add up, right?
Yeah. And then they're gone. So I'm just going to keep them sealed.
All right.
And wait until next Tuesday.
That'll work.
When Dusty can come in. You know, Dusty comes in Fridays as well, but you're not in Fridays. Dusty's not in today, so we got to get a day where everybody can be in at the same time. And since they are sealed, we don't have to worry about them going bad.
Right.
Because it's not like they're going to go stale. There's no air getting to them.
There's nothing getting in there.
There are going to be a lot of new Oreo flavors. If you heard in Grub Gab last hour, a lot of new Oreo flavors for us to taste test coming up in 2026, James.
Okay.
Just real quickly, you weren't in here when I did Grub Gab, so let me tell you, 8 new treats headed to stores from Oreos. Now, not all of them are cookies.
Okay.
Right? Oreo also releases like muffins and like cupcakes and things like that. But here's the new Oreo cookies that are coming out.
Okay.
Oreo Thins Chocolate Ganache.
Ganache.
It's a new product featuring chocolate ganache-flavored cream sandwiched between super thin chocolate Oreo wafers. So an Oreo Thin chocolate ganache cream.
What is a ganache?
I know what a ganache is, but I can't give you the definition.
Oh, okay.
If I saw one, I would know it.
Okay.
Let me look it up. I thought a ganache was like a chocolate sauce. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Okay.
Ganache is a rich, versatile glaze, sauce, or filling or frosting made from chocolate and cream.
Oh, okay. That'll work.
So chocolate ganache-flavored Oreo. Sound good to you?
Yeah.
Okay. There's also, I'm excited about this one, Oreo cookie dough. First introduced in 2014, but only for a short time.
Mm-hmm.
It's cookie dough that's going to have 2 chocolate chip-flavored cookies with a layer of cookie dough-flavored cream that also has chocolate chips in the cream.
Oh, that sounds tasty.
So Oreo cookie dough cookies will be coming out.
Okay.
And we mentioned Oreo Reese's cookies. We have those right here. Those were a limited time release. That's why we couldn't find them ever in stores.
Okay.
And I guess the uproar in a good way was so positive for Oreo.
Right.
You're like, okay, we'll bring these things out. January the 5th, they'll hit stores nationwide. I guess the Harrodsburg Walmart just happened to get an early supply in. That's why we have a package. But you'll be able to get your hands on these nationwide January 5th, available in 8-ounce bags. They'll show up permanently on store shelves. Oreo Reese's cookies. There's also Oreo Minis peanut butter. Mm-hmm. And we've already had the Oreo peanut butter. That's just be in mini form. And then golden Oreo minis. We've had the golden Oreos. These will just be in mini form as well. So, James, lots of different Oreo flavors coming out in 2026.
All right.
All right, just saw this study, James. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. So, science working on mice and, doing animal testing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so they have mice where they genetically modify them to make the mice have a disease that mimics Alzheimer's disease.
Okay.
Right? So they're trying to study mice that now have the gene that mimics Alzheimer's disease. Is there a way that we can fight Alzheimer's disease? That's what science is looking at, but they're not going to do it on humans. They're going to do this on mice.
Right.
So science looking at mice with Alzheimer's disease, they realize that when mice are, when they have treatment involving hydrogen sulfide, that they saw a 50% improvement in memory and physical function compared to mice that were untreated.
Okay.
So 50% better.
Right.
From the mice that have the involvement with treatment in hydrogen sulfide. Do you know what hydrogen sulfide is, James?
I've heard the word.
Hydrogen sulfide is a gas that is released when we literally pass gas. So now science is looking at the potential for smelling your own flatulence as being a way to protect the brain from Alzheimer's disease.
So gas up and blow it out.
Load up on the refried beans, the prune juice, the kiwis, and the rye bread, James.
Right.
And apparently smelling, this is now early stages, right?
Right.
But mice that had Alzheimer's disease, when they came into contact with hydrogen sulfide, a 50% improvement in memory and physical function. These aren't some, back alley scientists.
Right.
This is Johns Hopkins University School of Medicine here.
Right.
They say the results show that behavioral outcomes of Alzheimer's disease could be reversed. So you start to show symptoms, you could reverse those symptoms by introducing hydrogen sulfide to that patient.
You know, because that's a terrible disease.
Yes.
I mean, I've got an aunt who's got Alzheimer's, and she moved back here from Chicago, you know, well, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. And, you know, when she first came back, you know, she, the first month or two, she knew who everybody was, but then memory started to slip, then she couldn't remember. So you have to say things, oh, I'm such and such a son, I'm your, ever who it is, try to help her out. And then 5 or 6 months into it, you know, now she barely knows who. Say, if I walk in, you just kind of look at me and say, "Hi, Aunt Ann," you know, and she'll just kind of look at me like, I said, "I'm Jimmy," you know, and she'd be like, "Okay."
Yeah.
And but now she don't know anybody.
Yeah.
So it's a terrible disease for anybody to have.
Yeah. I'm sure this is still, I would think, years away as they continue to look at this. But I wonder how much, like the headline here says, smelling your own gas could protect you from Alzheimer's, study claims. But I wonder how much of someone's own flatulence is actually hydrogen sulfide. Right? I'm sure it's a mix of a lot of different things.
Right.
Right? You're not just like releasing all hydrogen sulfide. Maybe you are. I have no idea what the scientific makeup of a fart is. For lack of a better term.
Right.
You understand where I'm going with this.
I do.
But again, this is Johns Hopkins University.
Well, that'd be good, but hopefully that'll work.
We'll see 50% improvement in reversing Alzheimer's symptoms.
Early stages.
When the mice are introduced to hydrogen sulfide. All right, James, let's see what's gone on this date in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history.
Let's do it.
All right, starting off on this date, James, in 1770. This date, 1770, this man was born. His name is Beethoven.
Yep.
And they got a little baby picture, a little kid picture of Beethoven here as the song is playing. He's got the biggest eyes I've ever seen. Look at those things.
He can see you.
That man can see for miles and miles.
He can see into the future.
I mean, you stand him in a lighthouse, he could see all the way to the horizon.
That's right. You can see those boats coming in.
Who needs radar when you got Beethoven?
Oh, man.
But in all honesty, I mean, seriously, Ludwig van Beethoven, one of the great composers of all time, then he got older, and he looked like a mad scientist. Look at his hair now.
I see that.
All over the place.
I see that.
It looks like he went crazy, like he started drinking his own urine and writing songs.
Well,
I don't know if he did the first thing. I don't think he was drinking his own urine, but it looks like he would with his hair's crazy like that.
Well, let's put it this way. He's seen too much.
But he has. It's all way too much with those big eyes he had as a child. This is Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. I couldn't even dream of thinking to write something like this.
No, not even. That's too much past my brain cells.
Yeah, and so it obviously still carries and resonates to this day. Ludwig van Beethoven. He looks angry in all the pictures I see.
Yeah. Not a happy
That's not a happy-sounding symphony, though.
No.
That's something you play when someone's going on a rampage. Throwing stuff around. The Fifth Symphony from Beethoven, play it in the background. That's the instrumental that's going on.
Yeah, because if you put that in a movie, you know something's going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Right.
It's a movie where a guy or even a woman is about to get angry, and then the symphony plays, and you know something's going to happen in this movie.
Something's coming.
On this date, 1946, Benny Andersson was born. Benny Andersson, Swedish musician, composer from the group ABBA. In 1964, he joined the Hep Stars as a keyboardist, and they made a breakthrough in March of 1965 with their hit Cadillac, eventually becoming the most celebrated of the Swedish 1960s pop bands. With ABBA, they scored the 1974 number one single Waterloo, followed by 8 other number ones in the UK, 9 UK number one albums. This one went number one in 77 in the US, called Dancing Queen. Anderson was co-composer of the musicals Chess, Christina Från Duvemåla, and Mamma Mia. For the 2008 film version of Mamma Mia, he worked also as an executive producer. Since 2001, he's active with his own band, the Benny Andersson Orchestra. Benny Anderson, this date, 1946, was born from ABBA.
Getting in the swing, you come to look for a king. Anybody could be that guy. Night is young and the music's high. With a bit of rock.
He was on this day in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history in the year 1949, where this vocalist and guitarist named Billy Gibbons was born.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And Billy Gibbons, singer, musician, songwriter, producer, actor. Moving Sidewalks was the name of his first band. They opened for Jimi Hendrix on Jimmy's first U.S. tour. Gibbons then helped form a group called ZZ Top in the late 1960s, released ZZ Top's first album in 1971, ranked James at number 32 of all time on the Rolling Stone list of 100 greatest guitarists ever. Billy Gibbons, this date, 1949, was born.
They got a lot of nice girls.
Jack oftentimes asks for this song to be played when we're just driving around town.
Okay.
Can we play that one song by ZZ Top?
Okay, let's wake this up.
LaGrange.
That's right.
Of course, ZZ played at Norton Center for the Arts a handful of years ago.
Right.
And it was on this day in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history in the year 1972. This song, a 3-weeker at number 1 of the U.S. charts on this date 53 years ago.
We got a thing going on.
Billy Paul, Me and Mrs. Jones. A number 12 hit in the UK. The song, which describes an extramarital affair between a man and a woman, was later recorded by Michael Bublé. On this date, 1972, Billy Paul went number 1 with Me and Mrs. Jones.
We meet every day at the same cafe, 6:30. No one knows you'll be there.
Yeah, sing it.
There you go. That's what's gone on this date, December the 16th, in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history. Let's see if I can get one more song loaded up here. See if I can get this loaded up real quickly. All right, got it. It was on this date in 2018. I did not realize this started with a Kentucky radio station. On this date, 7 years ago. After some supporters of the Me Too movement expressed an interest in banning this song,
But
Baby It's Cold Outside, a Kentucky radio station decided to show its support for the newly controversial song by playing it on repeat for 2 hours. So they were like, we're going to show you. One of the kind of counter movements to this started in Kentucky. The song had faced controversy as people began to scrutinize the situation portrayed in the lyrics. It was written back in the 1940s. 1944, it describes the exchange between a man and a woman as the woman expresses her desire to get home.
Right.
The man's like, no, you need to stay. At one point, the woman even asks, what's in this drink? As if like the guy's drugging her.
He's drugging her. Oh.
It was written in 1944, 81 years ago, but you saw some people on this date, 2018, like start to say, wait a minute, I don't like the lyrics of this song, and a Kentucky radio station's like, well, I do.
Right.
I'm going to play it for 2 hours straight. And they did. I don't even know what the radio station was. It wasn't us.
Right.
But some Kentucky radio station did.
Said, no, something ain't right about that song.
That's what's gone on this date, rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history. Let's see what's going on with Gary Fogle and Kentucky Sports Memories.
Hello, I'm Gary Fogle. Welcome to Kentucky Sports Memories. And today, Phil Argento talks about his experience of playing for Coach Rupp at UK back in the mid to late 60s.
At Watson's, we've been delivering all the family fun and relaxation to our local community for over 50 years. Our mission is to provide high-quality home recreational products and home furnishings to our customers that bring families and friends together for a break from the daily stresses of life. Shop the largest local selection of in-stock products for your home, inside and out, and get the guaranteed lowest price in the USA. Only at Watson's. We have all the fun.
Phil Argento was a high-scoring guard who played his high school basketball up in Cleveland. But in the fall of 1965, he was a freshman at UK and playing under Coach Adolph Rupp. Everybody I've ever heard from who played for Coach Rupp says pretty much the same thing. Rupp was demanding. He was a taskmaster. He was oftentimes difficult to play for. So I wanted to hear Phil Argento's take on that. So I asked him.
What was it like to play for Rupp?
Painful. Yeah, painful.
Well, why did you stay?
The fan support, playing there is just great. In those days, Rupp couldn't survive in today's basketball world. He's not a player coach. He was all about Adolph. And, that only goes so far. And you can only be called so many names by your coach. You can only be cussed at for so long by your coach. And we had a lot of players that left. But they didn't leave to go into a portal to see if they could make more money. They just left because they just couldn't deal with what was going on in their particular circumstances. And unfortunately, we had a lot of good players that did leave. But the guys that stayed learned to handle Coach Rupp. Not that you handled him. You just learned to coexist.
So just like all the other former players under Rupp, you kind of had to ignore how he said things to you and rather just listen to what he was saying and try to learn from that. Anyway, Phil Argento was a starter in the backcourt for the Wildcats his junior and senior years in the late 60s, averaged double figures both those seasons. Gary Fogle, Kentucky Sports Memories.
This holiday season, Bluegrass Power Sports of Harrisburg wishes you adventure and unbeatable rides. Discover year-end savings on CF Moto, new and used deals that let you ride without compromise. Whether you crave the open road or rugged trails, the perfect power sport vehicle is waiting for you. Celebrate the season with a new reason to get outdoors. Gear up for excitement because the best holiday memories start with Bluegrass Power Sports of Harrisburg. Check out the holiday savings at bluegrasspowersportsky.com.
Happy holidays from Trish at Trish Marie's Well House. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and a joyous New Year. May you have a wonderful Christmas spirit with your loved ones during this holiday season. Get healthy with the gift certificate to put in someone's stocking for Christmas. Go to Trish Marie's Well House on Facebook.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Governor Andy Beshear is entering his last 2 years of his second and last term as governor. He sat down with WLEX to talk about his plans. The big topic, pre-K for all, something he calls a need to make Kentucky competitive. Beshear said 60 county judges and the majority of the state's education groups are on board. Beshear is also preparing to lead the Democratic Governors Association, a chance to influence 36 gubernatorial elections across the United States next year. His goal in the role, getting out to those states and ensuring the best candidates run the best campaigns. While he didn't nail down a definite answer on running for president in 2028, he did say that candidate should be a governor, but added he's just focused on being the best governor he can be. One person is arrested in connection to a hazard house fire from Sunday. Firefighters battled the blaze at a Moore Street home. A man was reportedly taken into police custody after crews extinguished the flames. No other details on the arrest was shared. No injuries reported. Meantime, it's a big day for the voters in Louisville South End. They get to select a new state senator. Here's Paul Miles.
A special election is being held to fill the Senate District 37 seat that was vacated by David Yates when he was appointed Jefferson County Clerk.
If you don't vote
you can't make a difference.
Yates says early voting indicates turnout will not be good.
Only 1% of voters have voted. That means that it's a warning sign that this may be a very low turnout. And to me, it's too important not to stand up, get out, and make your voice heard.
The candidates are Democrat Gary Clemens, Republican Calvin Leach, and Libertarian Wendy Higdon. The winner will serve out the remainder of Yates' term. I'm Paul Miles.
And I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Money is tight this holiday season, and the Big Deals online store is here to stretch your dollars farther with special big deals for Christmas. Today's special big deal is for dining. The Fairways Restaurant in Danville is half price today. $15 gift certificates are just $7.50. Today only, this special Christmas big deal is in limited supply. Shop now and order online at hometownlive.net. That's hometownlive.net. Big deals for Christmas.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if auto owners make sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer at 236-6686.
Planning a wedding? Paying for a wedding? Attending a wedding? Hi, this is Pim Pfister Clark with Wedding Planning with Pim, inviting you to join us Monday through Friday after the 8:30 morning news on WHIR AM 1230. I'll give you sound wedding planning advice and money-saving tips, information you need, and you'll get it all right here at your favorite radio station, WHIR AM 1230.
This is Nina Kirkland, owner of Coldwell Banker VIP Realty in Danville. My staff and I wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Remember our soldiers serving overseas. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Coldwell Banker VIP Realty.
This is Boyle County State Representative Daniel Elliott. Congratulations to Boyle County on another state football championship. I'm so proud of my high school, Boyle County, on another state championship victory, and I look forward to honoring you in Frankfort.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Another day, another scam. This one with connections to Boyle County. Boyle jailer Brian Wolford says scammers are calling the families of inmates currently incarcerated at the Boyle County Jail. He said that the callers are falsely saying the jail has started a program that allows the inmates to be released on an ankle monitor so they can go home for the holidays. The way to make this happen, the scammers say, is to pay thousands of dollars, which has to be paid through cash apps or prepaid cards. Wolford says the Boyle County Detention Center does not have a holiday release program and also does not accept cash apps or prepaid cards for any bills associated with a jail. If you receive a call requesting money for this fake program, hang up and call the Boyle County Sheriff's Office. Danville Boyle County Tourism has been busy. At the most recent Boyle County Fiscal Court meeting, tourism officials announced several initiatives they hope will help strengthen Boyle County's tourism presence. The Advocate Messenger reports one of those new initiatives is a spring passport program expected to launch in April that will highlight 19 attractions across the county. They hope will encourage residents and visitors to stop at places in Boyle County. Those who complete the passport will earn a small gift. The county says they are also preparing for an out-of-town state media tour in partnership with the Department
Department of Tourism. That will include up to 9 writers and digital creators visiting Boyle County, highlighting the area's food scene, historical sites, and attractions. The Harrisburg City Commission will make their decision on the future of the Lions Park Community Center and the former Harrisburg Police Department headquarters next year. The Harrisburg Herald reports that the demolition of the former police department headquarters seems to be more than likely. Commissioners, however, did discuss what the future of the Lions Park building on Factory Street may be. 2 months ago, Harrisburg City Commission voted to sell the property at Lions Park and proceed with demolition and removal of it. Then in November, they clarified they had also received estimates to repair the facility. Those repairs, according to numbers, would be pricey. The Herald says that estimates show the outlay for the HVAC at $115,000 and the roof more than $175,000. That also does not include electrical and cleaning costs for the facility. The Herald says to cover the cost of all that, the city would have to raise the rental rate for the Lions Park building from $325 a day to more than $1,000 a day. Many commissioners agreed that selling the property would be the best option, though the discussion was tabled until the next meeting. I'm Joe Mathis.
Hey folks, Willie Baker here, Baker Auctions and Real Estate, and boy do we have an end-of-year lineup of auctions coming at you. You got 206 Scrubgrass Road, which is a house, a full remodel, more rough than diamond. That'll be ending on December the 18th. Also, the Eugene and Roberta Hurrigan Estate, the 6 acres of commercial property out on US 68 West, where the tractor dealership was at. Find these auctions and more at bidbaker.com. And don't forget, get more for your acre. Call Willie Baker. Call us at 855-858-7653.
Happiness and good cheer this holiday season from Lux 218 Kitchens and Bath Design. May this happiness and good cheer be yours throughout the new year. Best holiday wishes from your good friends at Lux 218 Kitchens and Bath Design, Lebanon Road, Danville.
So you want to be a recycling hero in Danville with curbside pickup or impress the fine folks at Boyle County Recycling Center? Pay attention, because it's a little more than just breathing air and tossing your stuff in the bin. Only plastics marked with numbers 1 and 2 make the cut. Got it? Great. And don't just toss in goo-covered spaghetti jars or soda cans. Rinse those bad boys. Gotta be squeaky clean, shiny happy, bone dry. Bonus tip, this also applies to your metal cans, whether they're steel, tin, or aluminum. Seriously, don't mix in that oil-stained tin foil hat. Got a hoarding problem with cardboard, catalogs, and magazines that rival a library? Set them free to reincarnate. Cereal boxes, office paper, they're all up for this new spiritual paper journey. And listen up, confetti enthusiasts, bag that shredded paper. Sorry, folks. Glass is not welcome to the recyclables party, but hey, give yourself a high five for recycling right.
Boyle County's our home, so let's keep it clean.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
All right there, little Riley Chofus coming your way, courtesy of our friends hanging out over at Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance, your local independent insurance agency. Proudly representing the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Ask if auto owners make sense for you. Call Mark or Chris for a free quote, 859-236-6686. Cloudy, high of 43, low tonight 35. Tomorrow, cloudy, becoming sunny, 48 is the high. Thursday, showers are likely, and high Thursday, 56. Right now, it's 9:40 in the morning, and Yeager is on her way in this morning. We'll get a Tuesday with Stith segment coming up here in just a minute as Ann Yeager makes her way in. 859-238-WHIR, phone number to call in this morning. That's 238-9447. Today is National Chocolate-Covered Anything Day, and there's a map of every state's favorite chocolate-covered whatever. And unfortunately, insects did rise to the top spot in one state. Overall, the most popular thing to cover in chocolate is bacon. Believe it or not. Thanks to Middle America for making that happen. Specifically, bacon is the top choice in Alabama, Colorado, Georgia, Indiana, Iowa, Missouri, Oklahoma, Tennessee, and Wisconsin. Bananas are also popular. Almonds are also popular. Ann Yeager, what do you think is Kentucky's favorite chocolate-covered whatever product?
Oreos.
That's a good one. That should be number one.
I have no idea. What is our favorite? Bourbon balls?
That's good. Although I don't know if that's a chocolate covered.
I don't.
That's just
yeah,
like a
that's
treat.
more of a yeah.
Chocolate covered grapes.
Ew.
Is that a thing? Have I ever had a chocolate covered grape before?
I mean, I've had strawberries.
Yeah. Raisins.
Yeah, I love chocolate covered
raisins. Chocolate covered peanuts.
I like the yogurt covered raisins better.
Those are good, but chocolate covered grapes.
I don't know if I've ever had that before.
That just does not.
It says Kentucky grapes.
Yuck.
Raisins are number one in Illinois and Washington, D.C., but grapes in Kentucky.
I don't think I'm on board with that.
Yeah. As you can hear, Ann Yeager's in the studio, and to make this segment official,
Good morning.
Here's Jim Parman.
The following is a paid program.
And good morning to you, Ann Yeager. What's going on?
Where's Dusty, and why aren't we eating Oreos?
So, do you see the package up there on the shelf?
Oh, I do.
I haven't opened them yet because Dusty did not come in today.
Ugh.
No.
I didn't open a package.
Because you were waiting for us to open our package.
Mm-hmm.
So, I won't...
No, my staff, like, we ended up with, like, 7 of them. Because I sent everybody to get them.
So, here's the good news. You don't have to stock up on them. Beginning January the 5th, they will be available nationwide, Oreo did announce. So, I guess because... the demand for them was so popular, Oreo was like, all right, we'll do this thing.
So good.
Yeah, they're very good. So, because Dusty couldn't come in today, he can come in Friday, but James can't come in Friday. We got to have the trio of Oreo taste testers here at the same time. So next Tuesday now.
Next Tuesday, okay.
A week from today.
On the 23rd.
On the 23rd.
The day of our wreath lighting.
What a great way to start the day.
With Oreos.
With Oreos.
With Reese Oreos.
And ending with a little wreath lighting ceremony.
So they left all the, because, I sent everyone. I sent my sister to go buy, which she then brought you.
Yeah, because we didn't know it was going to be a nationwide release. We're like, this is a unicorn out in the wild. We got to get as many as we can.
Right. So we ended up with like 8 packages since I sent multiple people.
Wise investment.
I mean, I was not upset about it.
You can give those out as Christmas gifts
I was not
this
upset.
year.
Well, here's the funny thing. I was out of town when this happened.
Yeah.
I was at a family funeral, which we're going to talk about in just a minute because, y'all, I learned a bunch. And so they sent me these pictures of this stack of packages on my desk. And then all of them holding the packages like they weren't going to give me any. And then of them eating the Oreos.
So you haven't had any since?
No, I have. Okay. Now, when I got home, oh, no, my daughter was like, they are not, because she didn't get any out of the first package.
Yeah.
The unicorn package.
That came in the cardboard box.
Yes, she did
it was
not
so rare.
get any of the Oreos.
Yeah.
Out of that box. And I have a young lady shadowing today, and I told her we were going to eat Oreos, so now when we get back to we're going to eat Oreos.
Have you had any? Have you had any of the Reese Oreo? Okay, first of all, we got to get her to introduce herself.
Okay, yes. So this is Addison.
Okay, Addison, step up to that third mic there, Addison. We'll get you. Hello, Addison. Are you from this area? You from?
I am not. I'm from Somerset.
From Somerset. Okay, so are you in high school, college?
I'm in high school.
High school? Okay, so how'd you find your way here from Somerset as a high school
Her
student?
dad's a friend of mine.
Okay.
Yes, her dad lives in Danville.
Are you interested in the funeral business?
I am.
Okay.
She thinks she wants to be a funeral director.
Who wouldn't want to be when you eat Oreos every Tuesday?
I mean, that's what Jared walked through the funeral yesterday because it was Monday and I bought like a grocery run and he was like, I love you buy snacks.
Yeah, what a
You're
great
so easy.
hook to be a funeral director. Addison, is that right?
Addison, yeah.
Addison, what is it about the funeral business that excites you, that kind of sparked and piqued your interest, so to say?
I don't know. I guess I like that it's kind of different from other things. I think that's cool.
Yeah. There you go. It is a unique job. Ann Yeager has, obviously, this is a perfect fit for Ann Yeager. It's, I mean, like, you all, especially at Stith Funeral Home, are very intent on making sure each family service expresses the individuality of the person that has died. And so, like, making services unique to that individual person and whatever their interests were.
It's very important.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I was in Mississippi last week when we found the Reese Oreos.
Oh, you found them down there?
No, we found them here.
Oh,
but literally, I had my whole... Everybody knows that I've been looking for these. And so we have another young lady, Katie, who works with us, who works at Kroger part-time. And I had Katie, I was like, Katie, if you see these come out
Keep
again,
an eye out.
Look for these. And so, like, she sent me a couple of pictures, like, is this it, And so she's the one that found them at the Harrisburg Walmart.
Okay.
And I was like, buy me a package.
Shout out to Katie. What's Katie's last name?
Katie Lyons.
Katie Lyons.
Yes,
what
she found
you?
them.
Double gold star for you.
So, I was in Mississippi, so I was like, buy me Oreos. And I'll pay you back. I'll pay you. And so I was in Mississippi because we had a death on...
There they are.
If you're on YouTube, Joe's showing the Oreos.
Promise I've got them.
So we had a death on my husband's side of the family down in Mississippi. And they called, and they were just exhausted because she had been in the hospital for the last week, and they'd had to make all the decisions about life support, taking her off life support. It's a lot.
Yeah.
And they called, and they said, what funeral home do we use? I was like, I don't know. I'm not even from Mississippi. But hold on, I'll find you one. So I start digging through all the funeral homes in Mississippi and looking at all their websites and finding one that I think would be a good fit for them. And then they were like, are you coming down? And I was like, they were like, no, we need you to come down. We need you to make decisions. We need you to do things because we're just exhausted. My sister and brother-in-law. And they were like, he was like, I want to be in charge, but I don't want to be in charge.
Yeah.
I need someone to help. said, okay, we'll be there tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So we drove down to Mississippi. So his wonderful mother, single mom, raised an amazing son, but she made no plans for her funeral, which left him asking all these questions.
Right.
What do we do? What does she want? We have no plan. And it made me realize, like, even within my own family, extended family, like, I was like, why did I never talk to her about this? Like, I adored her. We had a great relationship. She treated me like another daughter-in-law. And she was a wonderful woman. I'm like, why did I never say, do you have this written down?
Yeah.
And it also made me realize, especially for an only child, and she has a husband, but it's a late life marriage, so they haven't been married that long, 8 years, and they had not talked about it. They thought they had lots of time left to go. So especially if you have an only child, this is the lesson I learned. And because there were so many questions and it happened so fast for them. And after having to be on life support, and y'all shout out to Wright Ferguson Funeral Home in Jackson, Mississippi. They did a beautiful job. She looked amazing, and I was so pleased they let me come in. They let me do things that other funeral homes probably wouldn't have.
Yeah.
And they were just amazing to work with. But I just felt for my brother-in-law, because there's so many things. There are all the things that you have to do, and paperwork, and taking over, figuring out all of the finances and where her checking. He was like, I got to think about where my mom's checking account is. It's not something I think about on a daily basis. And he's trying to help her husband. They get along beautifully. They're a wonderful family, but still, it's completely overwhelming. And my heart has been broken for him all week. And I've been trying to help him with, okay, this is what you do next. This is what you do next. This is what you do next. Please make a prearrangement. Please, if you have an only child, don't make them go through this. Don't make them wonder what you want. Don't make them, he had to make so many decisions in such a short amount of time. He was exhausted from it. And so please, 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 write something down. Call and spend 30 minutes with us, an hour. It could have been so much easier.
Yeah.
It could have been. And it wasn't. And that was the other thing that was hard for me, is that it was unnecessarily difficult.
Yeah.
If I'd sat down with her for 30, 45 minutes, I could have had all those answers.
And especially now, Ann Yeager, with it, we're 9 days away from Christmas. Family members are getting together for Christmas, so you'll be able to be face-to-face with family members maybe you don't often see and talk to or whatever. So we have the conversations over the next week or two.
I'm as soon as I have time, I'm going to sit down and go through my files and make sure that my cousins, I have the ones that I would need answers on, I'm going to double check their files.
Yeah.
Be like, you're going to sit down and answer these questions for me.
Yeah.
Make sure. I know,
Yeah,
I know their family stuff, but what do you want? Where, let me make sure you want to be buried in the place where I think you do. I know a lot just because they're my family, but he's the son, and they never had that discussion.
Yeah.
So this is my plea to everyone. Write something down. You have no idea what weight, because not everybody can call their family funeral director and be like, come make all these, even down to she's, Catholic, so the readings. And I was just very fortunate. Our Catholic church has an amazing planning guide, and that's where I was talking about yesterday. I feel very fortunate that I can just call people here, that we're a small town. I was also in a big city where you can't just call people. I can track down pretty much anybody in Boyle County.
True. Yeah, you know where to find people at certain times of the day.
You can call someone and be like, hey, do you have so and so's phone number? Hey, do you have so and so's phone number? And you can track down pretty much anyone anytime in Boyle County. With
You had to do that to me a couple months ago. Hey, do you have such and such's phone number for your church? I'm looking to get in touch with such and such.
Yes.
Sure do.
Yep.
Right? You know who to track down. Yeah, send the phone number.
Yeah. I realize how spoiled we are living in a small town. So,
Yeah.
and how fortunate we are in that respect,
yeah.
that we don't realize that if we lived someplace bigger, we wouldn't know all these things.
Hey, coming up a week from today is the wreath lighting ceremony. Going to talk about that. We do have a commercial break coming up, so we'll hit this break up. We'll come back, talk about the wreath lighting ceremony. It's a week from today at 10th Funeral Home. Clay Albright, listening to us this morning, says, actually, the best thing covered in chocolate is Reese's peanut butter cups. Or Reese's peanut butter trees. You cover those in chocolate, and you have a Reese's peanut butter tree. Good idea. I like that. It's 9:52 in the morning.
This holiday season, Bluegrass Power Sports of Harrisburg wishes you adventure and unbeatable rides. Discover year-end savings on CF Moto, new and used deals that let you ride without compromise. Whether you crave the open road or rugged trails, the perfect power sport vehicle is waiting for you. Celebrate the season with a new reason to get outdoors. Gear up for excitement because the best holiday memories start with Bluegrass Power Sports of Harrisburg. Check out the holiday savings at bluegrasspowersportsky.com.
Jade Jordan. I live in Lawrenceburg. I worked with Miss Christy Welch. Oh my gosh, it was perfect. She made everything completely smooth. We knew nothing about the home buying process. It was me and my husband's first home. Walked us through every single step and truly treated us like we were family. Answered every question. She looked out for things in the houses, truly listened to what we wanted, found things that fit us, truly felt like a friend after the process.
Welch Real Estate. Welcome home with Welch Homes.
Greetings of the season from the folks at Pioneer Playhouse. Everyone sends you their best wishes for this best time of the year. Pioneer Playhouse hopes that the holidays and New Year will bring you joyful hours, pleasant memories, thoughts of friends and family, and much happiness. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Boyle County Judge Executive Trilly Bottom hopes that you and your loved ones enjoy the special gifts of the season, the gift of love, the gift of peace, and the gift of happiness, and that this Christmas will be your best Christmas ever. Merry Christmas from Boyle County Judge Executive Trilly Bottom and her staff at the Boyle County Courthouse.
Hi, this is Pim Pfister-Clark with Wedding Planning with Pim, here to wish you and yours a joyous holiday season filled with love and a new year filled with peace and prosperity. Merry Christmas from everyone at Wedding Planning with Pim.
Danville's deal maker, Bob Allen.
New Rams cost less at Bob Allen Motor Mall. Hi, I'm John Welsh. During the Wrap Up the Year sales event, save more on new Ram 4500 trucks. Now priced up to $17,000 off. Stock C 25413. Bob Allen Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at boballenmotormall.com. We are Danville's deal maker.
Hi, this is Pim Pfister-Clark with Wedding Planning with Pim, here to wish you and yours a joyous holiday season filled with love and a new year filled with peace and prosperity. Merry Christmas from everyone at Wedding Planning with Pim.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
Going out of town or anywhere in the world? Stay in touch with WHIR on the internet at hometownlive.net. Powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, rocking around. Christmas tree, have a happy
9:56 in the morning, Tuesday, the 16th day of December, a week out from the annual 10th Funeral Home wreath lighting ceremony. And Ann Yeager, tell us about what's going to be going on next Tuesday.
Okay, if we need to add a name to the list for a candle, please call us at 236-2113. Talk to Ian or Jared, and they will get the name that you would like added to the candle list. And we will keep taking names right up until the 22nd. So, and then on the 23rd at 5:30, we will have 2 huge, they're 8 feet in diameter, Christmas wreaths on our front porches.
So they're not up right now?
No.
Okay.
They are not. No, I got funerals going on. We'll probably put them up, depending on our funeral schedule, Friday or Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, probably Friday or Saturday. They'll because we put welding curtains around the front porch. So if you show up to the funeral home, you're a little confused, don't worry, we do not have it blocked off. You can come in the front door. You can come up the ramp. But we put welding curtains. That's technically what they are. They're just clear plastic curtains.
Flammable, not flammable.
Right, flame retardant.
Flame retardant.
Yes, like they will not catch fire. They will not catch fire. They are welding curtains is actually what we use that we have had made to go around our front porch. Of each of our funeral homes. So the funeral home in Danville and the funeral home in Junction will each have 2 8-foot wreaths. And on those wreaths, on Tuesday morning, we will put out all the candles and all the names. We will start on that. So that's why anybody who's calling in has to do it by the 22nd, because we print the list on the 22nd and then we put them up on the 23rd. And the evening of the 23rd at 5:30, we will invite all of our families, and you are cordially invited, whether we have buried your loved one or not, and you want to come and spend time with us, you are more than welcome at 5:30 to come to either of our locations in Danville or Junction City and light a candle in memory of your loved one. So we have a little, it's not really a service. We just kind of talk for a minute before we light the candle. So we invite everybody in. There's cookies and eggnog, and we just, there's a song that we play. We used to play. Now I read the words to it because it's hard. It's a very hard song. But it'll also be up on our website for Christmas or on our Facebook page. So come and remember with us and honor all of those names. The candles are magic.
How many years has it been now?
We don't know. We don't remember what year. Sometime in the 90s, early 90s, we started it.
It's been at least 25 years, right?
Yes. We don't know how long we've honestly been doing it. We think like 90-something.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess what I mean is this is like a Christmas tradition. A staple of the Danville Christmas time is, to the funeral home, having a wreath out on the front porch.
It is.
And having the candlelight ceremony.
My Christmas wouldn't start without it. It's very strange. So, but the candles are magic, and you're welcome. They stay lit through the 25th, so please come by, and it's amazing.
Ann Yankerstead Funeral Home. People have any questions or they want to put a name on the wreath?
236-2113.
236-2113. Appreciate you being on.
You all have a great day and love on your people.
There's that sad music again. That means my time has come to an end of the Joe Show. Had a blast with you all on this Tuesday morning, and I hope I made the start to your work day just a little bit more bearable. I'm Joe Mathis signing off. I'm back with you tomorrow morning, dark and early, on Danville's one-stop shop for local news, local events, and local voices. That's the Joe Show on AM 1230 and the brand new 103.9 FM WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. Until then, God bless. Have a great, fun, and safe Tuesday afternoon. As Curtis McPeak's Home Sweet Home leads us home sweet home. Kentucky Sports Radio's coming up next.